breaks on the battlefield. Armor shines, blades are wielded. Dragons roar, shadows yield. Heroes stand bold and shielded. In the night, monsters creep. Torches light, stakes are steep. Magic flows, secrets keep. Adventurers' promises deep. Roll the dice, we take flight. Blazing trails in dark of night. Roll the dice, hearts unite. In the quest we find our light. Dungeons hold ancient lore. Whispers cold from days of yore. Riddles old, treasures stored. Champions chase, legends war. Through the storm we fight on. Wizards cast, we're never gone. Epic tales till the dawn. Our spirits bright lead us on. In the light of the moon's glow. In our hearts we know. Every path that we sow. Tales of valor grow. Old ancient war, whispers cold from days of yore. Riddles old, treasure store. Champions chase, legends war. Through the storm, we fight on. Wizards cast, we're never gone. Epic tales till the dawn. Our spirits bright lead us on. In the light of the moon's glow. In our hearts we know. Every path that we sow. Tales of valor grow.
Okay. Sorry, I had to deal with Nico. Welcome everybody to another Hangout edition of our awesome D&D campaign. We are welcoming 2 new players with us tonight that will be joining the D&D family, and we are going to go over how a practice session goes tonight and some of the rules that we're going to be implementing, and we're going to have some fun. So for starting things off, how are my players doing tonight?
Awesome. We got new people, so we're
amazing.
going to have fun. We're going to learn some basic rules of the game. I'm excited for everybody to learn with us.
I'm not diseased anymore.
That's awesome news.
Yay.
Snitch is feeling better. I know that we have 2 awesome players, so I want to introduce, I know you guys know Benda42 from our streams with Scarlet and part of the family in my real life. How you doing tonight, Benda? You want to introduce your character?
The name be Dwarfy. I'm not familiar with Benda42 character. He seems like a noob to me. And my name is Dwarfy Mcdwarforson, and I'm ready to smash shit. So if you're down for smashing shit, then I'm your guy. You know, that's all there is to it.
Awesome. I'm glad you're ready to Hulk smash your way through some monsters. We're going to have some fun. I know Kor-Goth and Alderwrath are very excited to have somebody who's willing to let them throw them. They're always interested in throwing people, but Snitch doesn't like it too much. Lila doesn't like it too much. So I know they're very excited that they could throw you around.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready to be thrown if it means I get to fight. I like to smash. And I also have a fetish for elves. I'm throwing that out there now. No, that's not in my bio or anything, but I've been on Elvish, single Elvish, the app, and I've been looking for companionship. So if there's any elves out there that want to hook up with a dwarf, I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Single and ready to mingle, if you know what I mean.
Oh, everybody just wish me luck. Wish me luck. And then we have the awesome Mysticvtuber. He is another gamer, streamer. Awesome. He plays some Final Fantasy over there on Twitch.
Man,
And
who is this Mystic
he-
VTuber about? I'm Mystic Moonlight. I'm a cleric, / invoker. If you need somebody to, throw out a heal or two, you can call on me.
I could imagine. But I know you're the healer of the group. You're the lawful good of the group. So you're gonna have some wrangling to do with with some of these players, and it's gonna be fun to see what you do with these crazy fucking lunatics we have in this party. But all their information, Ty's information, Mystic's information, Dwarfy's information, their YouTubes, their Twitches, their Discords are all in the description of the chat. So go check them out. Go join their Discords. They do some awesome stuff. They mostly game. I am not a gamer. I am not in that world. I know nothing about gaming per se, but they have some
You
awesome
create your own
things.
games, Dana.
I'm talking about video
Oh,
games.
okay. Sorry.
I know we're going to play some Killer Clowns at some point, but that's probably going to be as far as my extent goes. And I know that Kor-Goth and Alderwrath are pushing me down the Baldur's Gate hole.
I was just about to say you should play Baldur's Gate 3 for sure.
No, that's
Yeah.
like that's the third or fourth time we've heard that about that game today from folks.
Yeah, well,
It's a great game.
if you
It's a
like
good
D&D
game.
and
All right, now if I spend, I have to pay for it, right? If I spend money on this and it's not a good game, it will not be the first time I've been told to go play a
It's
good game.
2023 game of the year.
Sitting on my computer, not being played.
game of the year.
Okay, so I'm
Game of
gonna
the year.
go check it out. Actually, but I gotta
Probably
get
not as good as Killer
too.
Clowns, but pretty good.
See what?
No, it's way better than Killer Clowns, but Killer Clowns is Killer Clowns, so yeah.
Yes, you know how I feel about Killer Clowns. It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So I'm down for anything that's Killer Clown related in any aspect.
I'll play it. It's a good game. But anyway.
So we're going to you guys are going to see what a practice session goes through, and when we bring on a new player, how we kind of explain the rules, what we do. We play 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons. There are currently 5 editions of Dungeons and Dragons out there. The original is what we consider the old school Dungeons and Dragons. 4th edition is, people would say, the hardest among the Dungeons and Dragons because it does have more intricacy to it. 5th edition is the current edition and what most streamers play, what Critical Role plays. If anybody's familiar with the channel Critical Role, they are a 5th edition group that plays on YouTube, and they are a massive channel, and their campaign is amazing and funny. So you should also go check them out if you want to see some 5th edition gameplay. But here we play 4th edition, and we play in a homebrewed world created by myself, and they are currently within my world of Farista, and they've been successful and unsuccessful in different aspects so far, but they are just about to start world building, and I know the group is really excited for that. They're about to be able to buy some land, possibly do some stuff in some abandoned towns and villages. So it's going to be a lot of fun with what we have coming up. But tonight we're just going to do some basic, throw some monsters on the board, let the new characters get used to their characters, and we're going to teach them how to play some D&D. And I hope you guys have fun seeing how this process works. So let's say hi to the chat, and then we'll get started. Who do we got? I know I saw Kiwi first. You're falling off, Snitch. You're falling off.
I haven't been trying.
Oh, is that what it is? She did that shit at like 3:00 today. She was like, I'm in there first. Thank you, Kiwi, as always. And I know me and Ty are very appreciative. You constantly put up our information in Jeremy's stream, and we just thank you very much for thinking about us. And then I see Autumn. Hello, Autumn. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope everything is going good. Who else we got? Who else do we have tonight? Let's see. I know I saw Bitey. I know I saw him.
Yes,
I was about
Bitey
to
is
be like,
in
you better
here.
not lead out Bitey again.
There he is. There he is. Haha, you have not stumped me tonight there, Bitey. I found you. It's like Waldo. Found you. I found you. And okay, I think that's pretty much everybody here as we go. So I don't know if there's anything my players want to put out there before we get started.
I have nothing to say.
I would say, you know, just for the new guys, we try to do we try to keep the chat involved as much as we can as well. So, and we always look for our any of our big encounters. We try to make sure, you know, the chat's with us as well. So always go for the
Bitey.
yeah.
Always needs Bitey's blessing
Yes.
before we start anything.
Yeah, Bitey. I don't know what we're gonna do with you. Don't know what we're gonna do with you.
There's nothing. We're gonna do nothing.
Because you never know, there might be a good balance. The Dark Lord could always be lurking in the chat, so he can always balance out Bitey in a sense, and you know, just 86 that little plus he gives you.
No, I think Bitey's all right. Bitey's cool.
I know you guys love Bitey very much because
Don't
he's very
disrespect
generous
Bitey.
with you guys.
Yeah. Just because we picked
Oh, do you now, Bitey? Do you?
Bitey, say what now?
He has
there
a
we
few
go.
magical items he needs to pass out. I bet you do.
All right, I see.
I bet you do.
Hey,
But-
listen. Just because your guy helps give your doors a plus for your their HP, and ours is doing something for us, don't get upset.
Hey, we're working on that. We're working on that. That's a work in progress. We're working on that. Don't gotta
It's a
understand.
work in progress.
Yes, it's a work in progress. Don't hate the Dark Lord.
It's like they say, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Nah,
Exactly.
I'll hate all of it. I'm an equal opportunity hater.
Dwarfy's ready to smash.
I'm ready to heal.
Nut bags for all. There
Wow.
What type of nut? That's the real question. Is it a
Dana,
walnut?
is there
it a
cursing
peanut?
allowed?
Yes. We are not a kid-friendly channel in a sense.
We
Dorothy
18 plus
ready
here.
to fucking smash faces.
Yes. You may get out all your... Yes, it's cursing is absolutely okay. I know there was a lot of cursing in the last game where our poor little Lila almost met her doom.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
our little Pixie was not happy. She was not happy at all.
Wait a
It
minute.
took too long to save me.
I saved you.
See, this is why I should have been there. Your healer. Hello.
Unfortunately, what she was poisoned with was not something you would have been able to heal. There's only a potion that heals it because it is basically a poison made from Abraxas's sword.
Well, where's our alchemist at?
I'm right here. I don't know how to make it.
Oh,
yet.
so that's how you did it?
Well, Mr. Alchemist, we need to like butt heads here, and you know,
he saved her. He gave her the potion.
Yeah, I gave her my potion.
I feel like
compensated for this.
I feel like Chaotic Evil would have whipped out the potion and poured it on the ground and said, "Bitch, I'm Chaotic Evil."
No,
That
but
would've been it.
he's close to his party. He's starting to grow fond of the party. And basically how we are going to introduce you guys into the game is that our awesome, amazing mother of not our goddess of knowledge, who's not with us tonight, she is going to pull you into the game, and she is going to have you become guardians and fighters of hers that have pulled you into the game, and you will be joining the party from here on out as we go. And basically, so Dwarfy, what you are seeing in front of you on the camera is basically a general encounter setup. Whenever you guys are about to go into a dungeon or anything that you guys are going to be fighting monsters, it is called an encounter. And that is typically where the fighting is going to take place, where the battles are going to take place. And you have certain spells on your sheet that are encounter powers that you can use once per encounter. You have daily spells, which you could use once per day. And when I tell you you guys have had a long rest, you get those powers back. But at the end of every encounter, you get all your encounter powers back. And we're going to be given a lot of information tonight, and we will go over, we will make sure that you have practice and you get used to everything that you have, because you are starting at a higher level, and sometimes that could be a little overwhelming because you do have a lot of stuff, as you see from what Alderwrath sent you based on your character. So we're going to take it slow tonight. You guys are going to have as much time as you need on your turns to ask and do stuff. But our seasoned players tonight, we will be giving them a 5-minute timer on their turns to start getting them to kind of get used to a little more discipline when it comes to their turns. So they will be timed tonight when it comes to their turns. And we're going to let you, Dwarfy and Mystic, kind of have at it tonight. So we are going to start to where you were teleported into that room. You have a single door in front of you, and this is where we are going to start.
I smash open the door. Duh.
Now, you could
I
possibly
back
do
away
that,
from the door.
but
Smash
you
that shit open.
might want to ask everybody else if that's what they want, because you never know what's going to be on the other side.
Dorothy don't ask shit. He's smashing that door.
As a lawful good cleric, I would
Dorothy
not
says,
smash
"Not my
open
problem.
the door.
Deal
we gotta
with it. I'm
we gotta
smashing that
inspect
shit.
it first.
I'm doing big smash on the door. No
Now, hang
question
on.
about it.
Now, hang on, Dwarfy. Got to make sure that door doesn't have anything on it. You know,
If there's a trap on it, I'm eating the trap. It's going to explode in my face. I'm going to absorb the damage with an ability I probably don't have, but I'm powerful and I feel like I could take it. I'm willing to take that chance. I'm Dwarfy Mcdwarforson, and that door ain't fucking with me.
Now, I'm gonna say this: if you kill yourself, I'm gonna laugh at you, but then I'm still gonna res you.
Thank you. So we got nothing to worry about. He's got a res, right? So I can smash that door, no problem. So if I'm going in first, I'm smashing the shit out of that door.
I will let you guys give you 5 minutes to talk amongst yourselves and figure out how you're going to walk through the door.
There's no doubt I'm smashing the door. We could talk about it for 5-10 minutes. I'm smashing that fucking door. So you guys may want to plan what to do in the aftermath of me smashing that door, but that door is going down.
How about if I just see if there's a trap on it first? And then if there's no trap on it, you could smash it.
Oh,
I agree with that.
Let me just see if there's a trap on it first.
You know what? That's a fair compromise, actually.
See, I literally just said that too.
You didn't say anything about detect trap.
I
You
did.
didn't say that.
I did, Dwarfy.
I
So
wasn't
let's just
listening.
see if there's a trap on it. If there's no trap on it, have at it. You can
Okay.
smash the door.
well,
That sounds good.
Okay.
But even if there is a trap on, I'm smashing it anyway.
Well, okay.
We'll do that when we get there. But yeah, detect trap. That's a good idea. We all agree on that. It's a democracy here, but that door is going down.
Well, it's actually not a democracy. You have leadership.
Yeah.
So
This is a dictatorship.
you have to.
This is a dictatorship.
But what?
very
You just said
good.
discuss it, though. You just said discuss it. I mean, it's somewhat of a democracy.
Alderwrath as the leader of the encounter.
What do you
Have at it.
propose?
So for me, I would say to also try to work with our new door opening procedures. I want to try to do it as I want to try and see how our door opening procedures work, and because that's something we have to also get used to as well, because that's not something we're normally typically. It's a new type of procedure we're trying to implement. So I want to try to on our. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. If
And
you were
I
done.
do see the Dark Lord himself has arrived. So.
Yeah, I see him too.
Yeah, Tom too.
Let me ask this: Does Mystic have unlimited resurrections?
No.
No.
How many
I do
does he
not.
have?
It depends on how the DM feels that night.
DM,
Well,
how
that's
does-
pretty fucked.
And how does the DM feel tonight?
Yeah, that's
Hmm?
pretty fucked up. I'm pissing her off, so she's gonna be like, "Nah, you got 0 reses." That's pretty fucked.
Wow.
The collusion.
Hey,
Mystic,
hey,
I
don't
feel
use me.
collusion. I can feel it.
How does
Whitey
the
has spoken.
Let- how does the DM feel tonight?
I don't know yet.
still early.
There is definitely a little bit of a grace period that's going to go
Mystic-
on.
Mystic could potentially have 0 reses. Like, well, that's
Yeah,
not fair.
that and I'm
But
sorry,
you gotta
Dorothy,
tell
but
us.
that'll
You
be
gotta
your
fucking
fault.
tell us.
That will be your
All
fault.
right, guys. So have you looked at your sheet to even know how to do your attack, Mr. Dwarfy, after she checks the door?
Dana,
The thing
I'm
is,
gonna
though,
find the
the-
nearest
this-
shadow.
So right
Hold on,
now, I
hold
want
on,
you
hold
to
on.
look
I
at your
can't hear
sheet.
Snitch. Hold on, I can't hear Snitch. What's going on?
I'm gonna go to the nearest shadow, and I'm just gonna step in that. I'm gonna go invisible. I'm just gonna sit there and wait.
There you go. He's looking out for himself, like a good little
Wow.
goblin.
Why is Mystic laughing right now? We're not saying anything that's funny. Why we're trying to make a plan here. Let's make a fucking plan.
So
So I see. Yes.
Oh.
Now my god's in the chat. So if he
What-
wants to fuck around,
Let me throw
fuck
this out there.
around.
What if Mystic gives me a shield bubble and I bust through the
So
door?
There's no such thing as a shield bubble.
Well,
There's not.
Mystic just
unfortunately.
made one up right now. Hey, that's his thing. He's got a shield bubble. He was
Nope.
hiding it,
Nope.
and now he's got it. I was
Nope.
just throwing it out there.
I said nothing about that.
All right.
No.
Here, Dwarfy, I got you.
Okay,
I'll
so
cast Dancing
DM,
Shield.
Yes.
DM, I'm rolling a dungeoneering to see if there's any traps on the door, and I got
Go
a
for
42.
it. Go
42.
for it. 32.
42.
And yes, you notice a
42.
tripwire.
Okay, so then I'm gonna, if it's okay with everybody, I'm gonna send my monkey in to disarm that.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Is the monkey in danger though?
No, so Lila has familiars because she's a druid. So her monkey is one of the. It's kind of the
I need to
trap.
type this in.
Oh, that's a cute monkey right there. What's his name? Monkey Monkeyson?
Gus.
Ted, Gus.
Gus. Very nice.
Very powerful.
So,
Yes, he's a
Dwarf,
badass little monkey.
You want a shield?
Yeah. So it's. Hold on.
Are you offering to make someone a shield, Snitch?
No, I'm offering to cast a spell.
30.
I do have shields,
I need 2 numbers though.
but it's not a bubble type of shield.
Well, this is a bubble type shield, kinda.
Thievery and dungeon.
Well, I'm
Why don't you
actually looking at
explain what
my
it is?
abilities.
That's fine. Just.
It's called a dancing shield. It's a little shield that hovers around you.
Is that an encounter thing or is that a daily thing?
This is a daily thing.
Maybe you want to save that. See, Dana thought I wasn't listening to the instructions, but I absolutely was. So shutdown. A little bit of a shutdown there, Dana. How do you feel about that? You didn't think I was listening to the dailies?
All
and,
right, guys.
the
All right.
encounters?
Hey, all right, everybody, players. Seriously, I'm trying to be calm, Miss DM, but I
Yep.
might have to enact a pineapple here in just a minute. I love you guys. We got to listen to the leader. We're gonna get in our door order after we get done with the trap, and then we're gonna go in. If you two are probably going to be in the front with Alderwrath. Alderwrath will be. We will let you go in Dwarfy Mcdwarforson first, but Alderwrath will follow you, so that way you can listen to him and know where to go next.
I agree
After
with
that, Mystic will follow right behind Alderwrath, followed by Snitch, Kor-Goth, me, and Lila. Okay, guys? And we
Sounds
will
good to me.
listen to Alderwrath as we go through, unless he directs us to split when we get in here.
And the door is wide enough for a 2x2 formation.
Oh, so we can go into.
Yep.
Okay, well that changes it. So, Alderwrath, what would you like to do? Would you like you and Dwarfy to go in together side by side, followed by Kor-Goth and
Mystic,
mm-hmm.
and then have Snitch and you, Ty, and then
I'll take up the rear
yeah, you take up the rear.
with my animals.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sounds
my
like a
monkey
plan.
got. I'm sorry, my monkey got a 30.
Your monkey got a 30.
Yeah.
You have successfully unarmed the trap.
Okay.
So I'm gonna activate my X-ray vision from my from my charm to see through the door. So if we can see if there's any creatures or anything like that on the other side, we would have to know.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm just grabbing it. That it does.
I'm sorry, real quick while you're doing that. Dana, are we rolling for initiative, or do you want us to go with the order that we're going, the door order?
The order of the door order, you will get a round when you first walk into the room, and then I will tell you when to roll for initiative.
All right, perfect. Thank you. I just wanted us to get that rule out there because everybody knows.
So basically, when
My animal driving.
Sure. Yes. So basically, when we're doing a surprise round, we're only going to have our move action, and then you can choose one standard action. But if you want to use your minor action, you're allowed to. But that would constitute as what your move is about. Does that make any sense?
Yep.
So Dana, what do I see with the X-ray vision?
What you see in front of you is a 6 square within the room, and you see 2 driders. And 3 shadow minions.
Okay, so I'm going to relay that to our party as quietly as I can, so this way, not to alert them if they haven't detected our presence. Would I be able to tell by their mannerisms if they notice us disarming the trap?
Yes, and they do not notice you as of this moment.
Okay, so I'm going to inform the party about that, and I'm also going to try to give them approximate locations, so this way when we enter, Dwarfy, I want you to go to the, I'm going to say to the left to take out that minion, and then so I would have your well, so basically it'll be Dwarf. It'd be on the left hand side. It'd be Snitch, I guess. You guys would be going to the left, and then Ty. It'd be Dwarf, Lila, Ty, and then you, Lila, can kind of clear up whatever side hasn't really taken out. Then it'll be me, Snitch. We're going 2 by 2, but I'm trying to say we're going to go one left and one go right. We're going to go in the door, but then you see the 2 minions on the left and the Drider and the minion on the right. We're going to kind of separate the group a little bit. So one group is going to go there, one group is going to go on the other side. So, does everybody understand?
Okay, so going on the left, who's all going on the left?
It's going to be Dwarfy, you, Ty, and then Lila. And then to the right, it's going to be myself, Mystic,
and then Snitch.
And Snitch.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
So, Kor-Goth is. I thought I saw that he said he wasn't ready yet.
He's at the tavern.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
I'm ready to fucking smash.
So, is everybody ready?
Leroy Jenkins.
Let's go.
All right. So, we're gonna try to bash the door down and let's go. And also,
are you allowing Dwarfy to smash down the door?
We untriggered it. We untriggered the trap.
I'm going to allow him to do that, but Ty, if you can also do some checks to see for any rates or anything along those lines.
Yes, I'll do that when I go in because I plan on doing a shield and bringing out the owl, so that'll pretty much be my turn.
Okay. All right.
Dana,
So,
my skulls are out, by the way, just so you know. They're just going to be floating by my head, though, to make it easy.
Okay, and that to summon anything now is going to be a standard action.
Yeah.
So during your turn, you're going to use your standard action to summon them forth.
Yep. Now, will they get a turn, or?
Nope, they will not get a turn until your next turn.
Got it. Okay.
yes, you're going to. Well, yours are familiar, so they're out. But if you want to bring anything else out, it would be.
Yes, I will put animals on the board as you guys get into the room.
I just want to make sure.
All right, so I'm going to let Dwarfy bash the door down and.
Okay, so that is going to require what we call a strength check. So you have to roll your d20 and someone just walk him through where he finds his number to add to it.
All right, so can me and Dwarfy roll for that to try to mitigate the roll he might have to do?
Sure.
Okay. So Dwarfy, you're gonna roll a d20, and then you said athletics check.
No, she's
Strength.
Strength. You would take your strength modifier. So if you go to your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
if you scroll down to the bottom where all the stats are, do you see it's going to be the second page or third page from the bottom?
Hold on. I'll be honest, I rolled a 7 for that, and I feel like I really want to cheat and re-roll, but I won't because it's honest.
Yeah. So you kind of just have to take whatever the dice, because unless Dana allows it.
No, I did roll a 7, but then my modifier, you said the second one from the bottom. I got.
It's going to be the one that said it'd be the third one because you have your paragon. Yeah, it'd be on page 29.
All right, so it says strength. It says starting is 16. Is that the starting is what we want? Or?
No, we're going to go by the modifier. So your total modifier is the 5. For modifier, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's,
basically,
under mod, it says 6 for strength.
Oh, I'm sorry, 6.
All right, I see it. So 7 plus 6 is whatever that is. I don't have my calculator out, so I can't
13.
even tell. Is that 13? Yeah, it's 13.
And then I got a 17. So.
Wait, why does sorry, stupid question. Why do you get to roll 2? I know you're the group leader and stuff, but
Because we're going in double two lines. So
2 by
I'm
2.
attempting to also roll with you to help lower the chances of breaking the door down.
So you just like you take the better number, or do we add them
No,
together?
so we're basically going to be able to kind of we're giving her both our numbers. It
Hopefully,
just
one of you will hit it.
Well,
but by
it-
Dana's face, I don't think either one of you got
probably not. Yeah,
it. My fault would have been better.
Damn.
Jeez, you guys are not very strong.
that's with all your shit out.
That is
I should have
a
cheated on the
You
dice.
roll low.
yeah. As you guys go to strike down the door bites back, and you guys are each taking 5 damage.
Oh my god.
Bullshit.
Hey,
Ty
yeah.
and Lila will knock it down.
So that was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pain in the ass.
Could I ask what we needed to roll to break that door successfully?
A 20 or better.
That is collusion. That is collusion, Mystic. What is that shit? On a practice round, on a first fucking door, first level
I
tutorial,
will show you my
on a
chart.
tutorial
an
fucking thing.
That is an
That is
easy-
trash, Dana. That is
You roll-
trash.
Nope. That is not trash. I will. That is
This is
actual
tutorial night.
legit-
You're doing a 20
Nope,
roll
nope.
on the first
Alright,
fucking
alright.
night.
okay.
Get real.
Okay.
But I digress. I respect you. I respect you, but I'm saying get
Oh
real.
God! Here comes the timer.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
so
have my snake bust down the door then.
Fucking
I
20.
got a
tutorial?
24, Dana. I got a 14.
okay, we're not having strength tonight.
Yeah, then you failed
For my
too.
strength
That's
check.
for a level 11. 20 is an easy check. It's
I
easy.
did make that check.
Number?
Oh, I thought
Says
you said
the
14.
says the
I said
DM.
24.
Says the
I'm
DM.
sorry, I thought you said 14.
I said I rolled a 14 and I got a 24.
Gotcha. I just heard 14.
All right.
So
No,
there you
no.
go.
Okay.
So
But when you don't roll good,
Snitch crawls out of the shadows, looks at the 2 friggin' loofs in front of him, and says, "I got this." And Snitch successfully
Thank you,
breaks
boy.
down the door.
Bust
You
it
just call me a
down.
fucking loof? You just call Dwarfy a loof right now? What is this?
Guys, crashed and
Fucking
changed up
garbage.
and knocked each other out.
so then, Dwarf, you go to the left, and you're gonna have your move action. So on the top of your sheet, it's gonna tell you your speed. Do you see that on page 29? It's where it says Barbarian Fighter, your language, and then underneath it. Do you see it?
On 29?
Huh?
On page 29.
Page 29.
Oh, speed?
Yeah.
My speed is 5 + 1 + 1 is 7.
Yes. So
So
you're
that's how many spaces you can move.
Okay. So how many spaces does it take to get to the first enemy? That's my question.
You have a Drider in front of you right here, which is 2 spaces in front of you, and you have a minion, which is 4 spaces away from you.
Go to the minion first.
Leader, I would say minion first.
to the left. He's
He's going to the left, so he's
I'm sorry.
going to the
Oh,
left.
switching. Okay, I have to switch him then. I thought my left.
Sorry, we're looking at the camera left.
Nope, that's fine.
I thought it was the other way too. Sorry.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. I'm looking at it from where I'm sitting.
That one.
So now what do I got to attack?
So now roll a d20.
Okay.
Now, start off with an at will. So roll a d20.
I got a 7 again.
You need to roll a different
All
die.
right. So then you see where it says attack roll on page 29.
Where it says
Your strength mod, your attack roll.
my attack. I see oh yeah, okay, attack roll.
Yeah. So you're
Mhm.
going to add that 15.
Yeah, the total is 15.
Correct. So it's the 7 plus the 15, and then
22.
And then you're gonna also, because it's gonna be your strength modifier. So your strength modifier is the 6, right?
Yes.
So that's 28. And let's go up to page 8.
Yeah, but his HP is going to be like 5 million because Dana's cheating over there. Not very fair. Not very fair. Dana on
It is
tutorial.
a
On
minion,
tutorial night.
And minions are one-hit kills.
Correct.
So if you hit them, they die.
Correct. So here's the thing: when you roll good, it works. When you roll, when you're below average, it is what it kind of is. When the dice is good, the dice is good. So try the Howling Strike.
Okay.
Or you could say the Cleave, whatever kind of floats your boat.
Well, question: if I'm attacking a minion, no, and he dies in one hit, did I not hit him with the? I'll just hit him with like a basic attack. Is standard action a basic attack?
A standard. So no matter what, it's going to be a basic attack, whether you're doing one of these attacks or a basic. So that's kind of really going to be up to you. It's
okay.
So
let's go with Howling Strike, if you're okay with that. Howling Strike.
Right. So for right now, when we get better at it or more faster with it, you can kind of describe what it's doing. But for right now, let's just kind of. So what you would say is, it was 28, correct?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 28.
So you would tell Dana, you're going versus its AC. You're gonna say to her, I'm going after the minion. 28 versus AC.
You hear that, Dana? I'm going against the minion. I'm smacking the shit out of it against its AC.
Okay,
So,
what does that look like as you're hitting him?
2 hits. I hit him. He hits the fucking ground. Done. That's what it looks like.
Are you using your axe? Are you using some form of magic? What are you using to?
I'm smacking the shit out of him
with
with my axe. It's left the sheath and it needs to taste blood. I cannot put it back in its sheath until it has tasted blood. And it's pure strength right now, right in the fucking face. No magic. I don't do magic. I smack people. And that's what just happened.
And you successfully smashed the minion is dead.
Beautiful.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. These minions are 1 HP, correct?
Correct.
Hey. Don't devalue my kill.
Who said I was doing that? I was just trying to clarify
emasculate me. What is that shit?
All right.
I smash him good. All right. I smash him good.
Now, as Alderwrath and Dwarfy come through the doors, they're able to see the full scope of the room, and they notice and see several more minions ahead of them.
So you take your attack roll, and you would have to add your wisdom modifier. So you add the 16 plus your wisdom is the 6.
So what I rolled?
Yeah.
The 6?
Plus 6 plus the 16.
As well as their arch nemesis, the Noka Witch.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I hate her.
The Noka Witch? What is that?
So she's very
She's a
powerful.
pain in the ass. She's the one that stabbed me.
No,
Lost
Lost stabbed you.
Oh, that's right. Lock did. Yes. Sorry,
No,
guys.
it's insulted my magic. I remember.
All right, so I'm going to go to the right against that Drider. After we noticed everything, what other creatures did we notice? Was it just minions and the Noka Witch?
Yes, from what you could see streamline in front of you, yes.
Now, I want to know if these minions had anything on them.
Typically, no, because they just kind of go poof when they die.
You loot hound.
All right.
We're in battle right now. You're trying to loot when we're in battle.
They don't leave a corpse behind per se.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Unfortunately.
that's unfortunate.
And don't forget, Snitch, if you're going to roll to claim, you still have to announce that and
Yep.
roll for it.
I'm gonna mark everybody in the room now that I can see a bit better, clear into the room.
All right, so Dana, I am going up to the Drider, and I didn't roll good. I don't know, 35 versus reflex for the Drider.
35 against reflex is a tie.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's all I'm allowed to do. So I'm gonna end my turn.
So then is it me and Snitch going through the door next?
If that's your marching order, yes, it is.
Or was it? No, that's right. It was.
Wasn't it me?
It's you and Mystic.
Me and Mystic. That's right.
Yes. So
I'm
you're
sorry.
going.
Which
So
way are you guys?
Mystic,
Who's going to the right and who's going to the left?
I'm going
So-
to the left. Mystic,
I'll go
I
to the
believe, is
right.
going to the right. And
Yeah.
Mystic, I will let you go before me.
Are you sure about that?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
This is more for you and Dwarfy.
Gotcha.
Gotta
So I'm
split
gonna
it.
ask this. My bear is on the field already. Yeah.
Let me pull your sheet up.
Okay. Cool. Now,
Yes.
my bear is going to. Wait, is he close enough to a minion? Or she?
He
excuse
is 5 squares away from a minion.
me. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to roll for the. Let's see which one. What was it? Moonbeam. It can target 2 creatures. Range is 5.
So that means you can hit the Drider in front of you and the minion back here. So you have the Drider and the minion.
Okay. So I'm going to roll. And that was a 7 plus my. What was it?
So you rolled a 7.
Yep.
And what is it? Your wisdom modifier?
I think so. Yes, it is. What is my bear's wisdom? Because it's supposed to be the same as mine.
Your wisdom would be a 4.
Or no, because this is something that Dana made. So I forget. Doesn't it have its own?
Yes, it has its own stats. I have not looked at
Okay.
it in a while. I will have to pull it up for you.
So the bear's wisdom is 36.
And
Plus
then there's one in parentheses. What's the parentheses? Because that's
Parentheses is the plus 10.
So you're at 10 plus the 7.
So that's 17.
And is there any other modifiers for that to increase the attack?
No.
All right, so I'm offhand gonna say that probably missed. What does it go against?
Guys are rolling really low tonight.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It might be time to ask Bitey for that boost.
Well, Bitey did say
What
a
is-
plus
oh my God.
19 earlier.
What would that be going against? I don't remember.
What
Is
did,
it your-
what did he give you?
A plus 19.
Yeah, get out of here.
A plus 19.
Aw.
I'm trying to look. I don't have your bear.
I'm
so I-
pulling it up. Give me 1 second.
okay.
This is the DM thing. The DM is the one that made it, so I'm a little confused by it.
Well,
He better bring that plus down a little bit if he thinks that you guys are going to get a bonus. It ain't going to be no plus 19. I'll tell you
I
that.
I don't need a bonus. I'm gonna ignore that.
Hey, Bitey, I'll take a plus 9. Huh? Eh?
You greedy little goblin.
Plus 5 is fine.
Yeah.
What?
Plus 5.
Well, it's for everybody. It's for the team's best interest. All right. It's not being greedy.
All right. So while we're waiting for that Mystic, why don't you look for yours? So roll a d20.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna write that down so we know that.
So for myself,
Yeah.
11 plus my wisdom modifier.
And then your
Where-
attack is
would be 14.
a 14. And
Give me
then,
1 second to get my SD card.
all right, so then let's just go up to one of your at-wills.
Okay. I'm going to use Divine Bolt. And it's a range 10.
Correct.
And it's wisdom versus reflex.
So then,
14 versus 55.
well, no, wasn't that the plus 14?
Oh, sorry. That was
So it was the 29 versus reflex.
Oh, 29 versus reflex. Okay.
29 versus reflex hits the minion. It does not hit the Drider.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So minions, you don't have to worry about rolling damage rolls.
Because remember, I revealed that its reflex is 35.
Correct.
Lady said good night for digit switch. 14 equal 41, 29 equal 92.
So did my bear miss or what?
I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up.
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say it did. Be honest.
Because you got a 17.
Yeah.
No, I recently saved everybody's stuff onto a hard drive, and I had to go get it.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, with its
Okay,
modifier,
he's doing his moonbeam.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so for your moonbeam, it will be D20 plus 12 plus his Constitution modifier versus reflex.
Constitution.
so you had a 7. What's
Yes, I had a 7 for the moonbeam.
All right. So what's your Constitution?
So it's a plus 12 plus 12, so it's 24.
24.
Yeah. So it was 7 plus the 24.
No, it's 7 plus 12, which equals up to 24.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, then that's not. What is it hitting?
Reflex. So no, that is a miss for the Drider.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. So now it's up to you, Ty.
All right.
Okay,
It's
5
just
minutes.
it's just one standard action, right?
One
Yep.
standard action, whether you want it to be a minor or a standard.
Okay. I have my familiar with me.
Yep.
My wolf.
Oh, you're making your owl.
Well, the way because the owl, if it was a
Yep, I
familiar,
forgot. Yep, you're right.
Okay. So the wolf is out already with me as my familiar, and I am going to use my standard action to call out my owl, and I'm going to come into the door with them. If I can head towards behind, to the right. No,
Here?
not right. Left.
Right.
Left. I'm sorry.
I
She's
put you
going
here.
behind.
Oh.
She's going behind Dwarfy.
Going behind Dwarfy. Okay,
Yeah.
well, your
I'll
battery
protect
runs,
you.
I'll have to change your battery.
That's okay.
You want to go with one?
You don't even. I'm gonna say if you need the battery for now, you don't have to worry about it. You can
I
wait.
know. Which one are you going to left or the right?
But I'm just going towards behind them, and when I'm behind them, I am taking. That's all I can do technically, right? Unless I could do. Can I do a check? I don't know if we're allowing checks during this time. I forgot to ask.
You can do your checks.
All right, I just want to do a perception check with my mirror to make sure there's no wraiths.
Okay.
Of course, I rolled so low. Oh my god, it could have been worse, but it was still pretty bad.
We all so far been rolling really bad. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so I got a 21 for perception. Oh, I have to do Arcana with it as well, right? With the mirror.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot about the Arcana.
Bitey with all of these weird numbers in chat, I swear.
He's driving me crazy. He's doing it to drive me crazy.
Oh, that was a little bit better.
Right.
All right, so I got a 30 for Arcana and a 21 for Perception to check for
And
race
which
with my mirror.
direction are you looking with your mirror?
Behind
Like a
us.
360 kind of view?
Yeah, I want to start behind me, and then sort of circling around.
Okay, so it is going to work to where you get to see within a 6 square radius. That's what we're going to use as like the basis for when you guys are looking at stuff, doing stuff. It's always going to be within 6 squares. So yes, you do notice a wraith.
Only one.
Pretty sneaky there, Dana. You putting race on the tutorial level? That's not cool. You putting race in there? I don't know what they sound powerful. They sound powerful.
They sound a little
Before
overwhelming.
I-
to
Well, I
me.
know Snich is getting a little happy because he's got shadow creatures and a wraith he's able to try to claim.
Mystic wraiths don't seem like they should be on
And
the
I'm
tutorial.
marking all of them. All of
All
them.
right,
are
guys.
mine.
I yell, or I kind of look over at Mystic across a little, and I tell him, "Hey, on your before you go anywhere, make sure to check behind you for rapes."
Gotcha.
And I end my turn.
Okay, so then what is the next group that is walking through the door?
It is Lila and Snitch.
Okay, and where are they going?
Lila's following Ty, and Snitch is following our group.
Yeah.
Well, that's Kor-Goth, sorry. Are you your pixie self or are you your owl bear?
I am my pixie self.
Okay, your battery died too, so I gotta change your. And what animals do you have out with you?
I have all three of them. My wolf, my monkey, and my tiger.
Okay. Now you guys are getting a little clustered over there. There's not a lot of room for you guys to pull everything out around you and still have room for Kor-Goth to come through the door. So
Is he back from the tavern?
yeah, so he's popped in.
Okay. So we have.
I can't. Oh my god! Just want to go within 6 spaces of the character. I mean,
I'm gonna say.
I think this is the right battle.
Hopefully you're rolling.
Welcome, Kor-Goth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you will not be able to move your wolf into the room unless you put him over here somewhere.
That's within blasting distance.
Basically, there's
You're
you're cluttered over in this corner.
Can I move 6 spaces out while I still be
If
I don't care.
If-
I'll put it into the room.
if she sends her wolf against the Drider by name, with that,
Yes, that over here. Yes.
yeah, so you're just gonna go against the Drider on my
Sure.
side.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Just tell her to come closer. I can't hear her.
sorry, I'm holding Gianna. Give me a second. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, my darling.
Okay. So my my tiger is gonna come in, and he's going to tail whip the Drider
On the left.
on the left, and that's going to be 38 versus your reflex.
That is a hit.
Okay. Then my monkey is going to be on his back, and he's going to do 38 versus your reflex.
So you have your monkey with your wolf tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
not with my wolf, with my tiger.
So you want your tiger over here as well?
No, Lila.
Dana, she's on the left. You're our left. You're right.
Yeah, I know that, but there wasn't room over here for her wolf. So
Yeah, but
she
she
wanted
was
to be
attacking
near
her
Alderwrath.
tiger and her monkey.
My
on
tiger
the-
and my monkey are attacking first.
Gotcha. I thought you said wolf. I apologize.
No, it's okay. So the tiger does the tail whip, which is 38 versus reflex.
Hit.
The monkey's on his back, which does a 38 versus your reflex.
Hit.
Now on the other side is my wolf. He's gonna bite, and that's 40 versus your AC.
40 versus the Drider's AC is a mess.
Okay. And then I'm gonna be the whatever me pixie self is near.
You are near a wraith and the other drider.
Okay, so the drider is gonna be a 36 versus your
And you
reflex.
have combat advantage against the drider.
Okay, so I can hit up to 3 enemies because I have my magic stones. So I'll hit whatever's in with whatever enemies are within 6 spaces of me.
So you could do the drider, the wraith, and the minion.
Okay, so I'm going to do 36 versus all 3 of them, which is a 36 versus the reflex.
Oh, I'm sorry, the wolf you said, right? I'm getting so confused.
No, me.
Oh,
pixie
Lila.
self.
Okay, so yes, the drider, the wraith, and the minion.
Okay, so 36 versus the reflex.
36 versus the reflex hits the drider. 36 versus the wraith hits the wraith, and you killed the minion.
I got something I want to say.
Go ahead.
How do I get like 5 pets that could just attack things for 40 damage each? Because I took one swing of the axe and I did nothing. So how do I acquire that power?
We will let you know about that.
Okay, so I'm not worthy of that power. Because I would also like a monkey and a tiger as well if they're gonna fuck
Well,
shit up.
her class that she chose is for animals.
I should have chose that, huh?
It has its ups and
Oh,
downs.
it has its negatives as well.
So
God
each
damn.
class has- so here's the thing: when you're rolling, a 7, chances are you're probably not going to hit.
I rolled one of my rolls was a 19.
So, everything comes down to the dice roll with that stuff. So when you're rolling hot, it doesn't look as bad. When you're rolling bad, it's.
I had really, really good rolls today.
All right.
But you are, in fact, everybody is allowed 1 familiar that you can take, so you can choose an animal if you choose.
Can I have a human familiar? Like,
No.
That's a companion.
could I have a companion?
I hear Kor-Goth laughing and you encouraging this. Stop. No, we cannot enslave a human to be a.
I didn't say
familiar.
slave. You said slave. I did not say that shit. I just said, come on now.
All right. So then,
You haven't met my cursed friend here.
all right. So Kor-Goth, why don't you for right now, because the left side, Dana's right, is kind of cluttered. Why don't you try to come over to where Dana's pointing right now?
Who's the big bad boy there?
But you also have Snitch. Snitch goes after Lila. So
Correct. I was more just trying to get ahead of him.
which side is he going to?
He's following my side.
Yeah, what's this about not breaking door down? My God, you guys call yourselves tanks.
I broke down the
It
door.
was pathetic. It was pathetic. But I'm not gonna make any excuses. It was terrible.
They did not break an easy fucking strength check out of 20.
Stick with me.
No, they did not.
And then we got pets coming in, just murdering the whole room. Just walks in and just fucking destroys everything. And I'll be honest, guys, I feel completely emasculated
No,
right
you
now.
killed a minion. You got a minion.
A minion that has 1 health? The fuck is that?
All
I
right.
get the participation trophy? I killed a
All right.
minion?
So Snitch, it's your turn.
Yep. I summon my skulls.
Okay.
And then I don't think there's enough room for my snake, so I'm gonna be nice and not. He's taking a sleep.
Well, you can summon it within 10 squares, so you can put it here.
I could. You're right, Dana. I will do that.
When you say snake, are you talking about your dick or?
No,
Oh, you are chaotic evil, though. I was kind of concerned.
no, it's a giant snake.
Oh, I see.
It's not the one eyes.
So, were you talking about your dick or?
No.
Okay, so
Alright.
snake on the board. You summoned your skulls. Will you be using your?
Yep, I'm gonna use Fire Tide, Coast Blast 3, from the snake, and I'm gonna try and target the minions with this one.
Go for it.
All right.
And Lila, let me know when you got your damage.
Whenever you're ready.
Up, I'm ready.
Okay, 11, 17, and 21.
Thank you.
No problem.
That is 31 versus the minions AC within.
How many
close
minions
burst
does it go after?
It's a close burst. Oh, it's one enemy. Damn. All right, it's one minion. Then he gets smacked. Oops. Smack him.
And then Snitch, if you want, when it makes your life easier, if you just mark who you're going to attempt to claim, keep that number, and at the end of the encounter, we could do all the rolling.
That's what I've been doing, and I've marked everybody in the room that I can.
Okay, so that wraps up Snitch's turn. Kor-Goth, it is on you, buddy.
Okay, so let's see. We got the minion and the dreader. Is that what I'm seeing?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh. Whoa. Okay. So I'm gonna charge in, rage in, and I'm going to use one of my dailies. Well, no, wait. This is just a move, and right? I forgot what. Going back.
A move and a standard action, or you can use a move and a minor, but it'll just be counted as a standard action. This is the surprise round.
Oh shit!
So you only get one. So
okay. So I'll just.
And not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but Dwarfy, you're very similar to Kor-Goth, so kind of pay attention to the way he's playing, because that's basically how your character should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the ropes there, and plus I'm gonna have a use for you later.
I got my pencil. I got my notepad. I'm taking notes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just say that one more time. It's okay.
What?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. You're going here.
Yes. Put me between put me between the adjacent between the trader and minion, so I can hit them both.
Okay.
It's a standard action, so okay. That'll be a 38 versus their fortitude.
38 versus fortitude is a hit.
Okay, so damage. I'm pretty sure the minion's gone. Big boy is 27, and he's prone.
Of course he is.
So,
is Dwarfy next to me?
Yeah.
No, Dwarfy's on the other side.
Oh, we're gonna toss him.
I thought that's the side we were on.
That's what I'm wondering.
No, Dwarfy's over here.
Oh,
that's right. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then be good. I end my turn.
Okay, so now we will roll for initiative.
The Fable roll for the initiative.
All right, so Mystic and Dwarfy, it's roll d20. God.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got a 27.
Hold on, I will ask everybody what their initiative is. So just everybody roll, and I will go down the order. But explain to Dwarfy what that is.
What do you want, Caleb?
31. All right, so you roll a d20, and then on your charts, it's going to say initiative. And then you just add those two total numbers.
So wait, hold on. Question: am I adding the modifier or the total?
So you're under yours. It's gonna say The total. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, no,
cool.
yours where it says initiative, you just add the total number, not the total. The modifier is not on that section.
Mm,
You go by because it's the final one.
shit, dude. Wait a minute. Why don't I see that? I'm so confused.
So go on where you see like your strength, constitution, all that. Like
Yeah, I see that.
underneath attack, damage, and then it'd be initiative.
Initiative, Dex, Wisdom. Yeah, got it.
All right. Do you see that, Louis? Dwarfy?
Yeah, my total for that is 7. And I rolled a fucking 2, of course. So
Oh my!
So-
I am sending you real dice.
My
I'm
total,
doing it.
my
No,
total
doing it on the
is
Any price I rolled. I'm rolling shit tonight.
You know what it is. I'm being honest about my rolls. I feel like
my total right now is
Being honest.
19.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down the order.
I feel
Ty.
like Mystic is lying about his fucking rolls here.
I'm
getting
not
2s and
because
shit.
I rolled a 13 and
right.
the total.
All right, guys.
Ty.
28.
Lila.
31.
Kor-Goth.
29.
Alderwrath.
16.
Mystic.
19.
Snitch.
27.
Dwarfy.
I'm doing the roll plus the total of the initiative.
20
He
plus.
got 9. The 9.
Yeah, I got 9 if I'm doing that. If I'm adding it.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's rough.
Collusion.
Oh,
Okay, so talk amongst yourselves for a quick second while I do the initiative order and figure out your next course of action.
what was the initiative order again?
I'm doing it now. I have to figure that out. So that's why I said just talk amongst yourself for like 5 minutes and I will give you the initiative order.
All right. So
I'm gonna try to head towards that back corner of the area I'm going to, Jim, just to make sure there's nothing else back there. And also, I want to get on the other side of Mystic to put my shield out.
gotcha. Well, how far can you put your shield away from
Wait a
you?
minute. You have a shield?
Yes.
Huh.
I have a dream shield with my bracelet that I got from Adelaide for my
Oh.
dream walking.
Um,
As far as my shield goes, I'm sorry, let me do that again.
that's fine. I also want to start we're bunching up, which is also not a good.
Well, I was wanting y'all to go forward. I'm gonna kind of sneak. I want to go back around that corner.
No, that's fine. But I'm just making a general statement. We're bunched all up together.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up. I'll go up wherever because it's me and my 3
Yeah,
animals.
No, I get it.
don't
I'm just
mind.
making
I'll
a
go after
statement.
something by myself.
We do have to be careful of the Noka Witch. But I'm just a more generic statement.
Guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Dwarfy and Mystic at the top of the round because it's more important that they go right now. So I'm
I
going
was
to make.
about to say I could swap my role with Dwarfy.
Yeah, no, I'm going to put them in the top of the order and I'm going to throw them in a couple of extra times just so they get some extra turns so that they can start getting familiar.
So
Perfect.
Dana, and why don't we just do this? Can you take my I'll leave my character, but just have him take my roles because this way I can just kind of focus on looking at their sheets and helping them as much as I can, so I don't have to worry about mine.
That's fine, or I could put you at the very last.
I'll just say more for defensive, but unless they need me,
Yeah. That's what I'm planning on
That's
doing. So I'm
perfectly
just
fine.
mostly bringing my shield out and doing checks and
Okay, so
I have
give me a second.
I have shields too, so
I'm rolling
don't that's honestly to me that's not necessary.
I understand, but I want to make sure you're getting attacks in, so just so I have something on my turn.
correct.
Caleb, we are one. Was answering this question.
Gotcha.
I thought you knew that by now.
So, Dwarfy, you're gonna
And to be fair, Jim, if some of us get hurt, it's not a bad thing. That way, Mystic can practice his healing.
So then just take my character off, and if we need him, then he can kind of come through the door. I'm protecting the door.
Guarding so nothing comes behind us, and
there we go. So I'm just gonna start with Dwarfy just because he went in first with our door opening. So you always start with the D20, and I'm just saying this while Dana's figuring out the order and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You always start with the D20, and then let's go with, now you have your full standard, minor, all your fun stuff. But I kind of want to make it easy. I don't want to go crazy with you too much. So I'm going to say we'll go up to an encounter. All right.
Go to what?
One of your encounter powers.
Okay.
Just so you can kind of also understand, you get the idea of that, if that makes any sense. Or do you want to rage?
Well, obviously I want to rage, but
okay,
if you think I should do an encounter power,
let's go
I'm ready
with
for that as well.
If it's on page 15, Rage Strike.
Oh,
let's fucking rage.
I mean, I do know that two of you have gotten damaged already 5%. So
not
not 5%, 5 hit points. That's nothing to me. That's nothing. I eat 5 hit points for breakfast, son.
I mean, I say 5% as 5 hit points. So
all right, hang on, man, Mystic. Let him get through figuring his out, and then we'll get to your turn.
All right, so you must be raging and have at least one unused rage power, which you haven't used any of your rage powers. So you basically just say that you're going to rage, which, if I remember correctly, you grant combat advantage, and I think you take half damage for melee, right, Kor-Goth?
Yes.
So now that's a minor action, correct?
Yes.
All right. So that's your minor action. Your standard action would be to do the Rage Strike. So it's strength versus AC. So then you just say, you tell Dana, you're going to move up to the Drider because you were at the minion before.
Okay, Dana, I'm going to move up to the Drider.
Roll a D20.
You're not going to believe this. 1.
Yeah.
Oh my good Lord, Jesus.
Okay, so you're moving up to this Strider?
Yeah, I moved up to the Drider. I rolled a 1, but I got a strength multiplier or something I got to add to that?
Oh, you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
I am very sorry. As you rolled that 1, you trip over a loose crack or like a loose rock in the floor.
I fucking hit a pebble.
Yeah, you hit a pebble, and it
broke my knee.
5 damage, and you're gonna be slowed.
This is fucked up. You gave me the wrong app to download. Whatever this is, RPG Simple Dice. Do not download that shit. It's trash. It's trash.
And I faced.
So because you took 5 damage, you are slowed. When you are slowed, what happens is your speed becomes 2, and it just so you're until, is it a save ends or until the end of the turn?
Until the end of his turn.
Okay, so what it says is your speed becomes 2. The speed applies to all movement modes, but it does not apply to teleportation or push, pull, or slide. You can't increase your speed above 2. Your speed doesn't increase or get lowered than 2. If you're slowed while moving, it stops you from moving if you already moved more than 2. So you basically can't move anymore. You already used your minor to rage. Critical fail, you took the damage. You're kind of just, that's kind of it. You're just ending your turn at that point.
Yes, but we have a
you,
question
RPG
from
sympathizer.
Caleb in the chat. I have a question. If you are raging and you get hit while wielding a berserker weapon, what happens? Does it describe the rage, or does it just stop the rage and I would go berserk?
Depends on the weapon. But I don't think there is berserker.
He said he actually said double. You said describe.
Well, you can hit. Okay, let's just come. If you're raging and you do double damage. Now, if let's say Dwarfy hits the prone guy because he's raging, he gets my ability to double damage on him, or I'm sorry, not double, extra damage, which is 2d8, I think. So yeah, but as far as weapons, I mean, I know there is a berserker weapon, but I really don't use that one. You can use any weapon technically.
You would just have you would add, and just to piggyback off what you're saying, Kor-Goth, is if the weapon says
yes,
if it says that it would end the rage if you don't hit, because there are some weapons that will say stuff like that.
No, go ahead.
Nope, I was just meaning. So you always default back to whatever the weapon says. So if it says you can't use this weapon unless you're raging or something like that, you'd have to just follow that specific type weapon.
But you're in rage mode until you end it. You can rage all you want. Even my dailies are all through the encounters. That's why I'm able to hit everybody prone. And extra damage if they're prone. Does that make sense? Am I saying it right?
I don't know. I really don't do a lot of things with raging on my side of it, so I'm not too familiar with how raging works per se. So that would definitely be a question for either you or Alderwrath.
Yeah, but you get 2 charges. You need 1 left for the rage strike. Yeah. Otherwise, you can't. Once you're out, you're out of rages. You can't rage until I guess either a short rest or a long rest.
I believe it's a short.
Yeah.
So
I never run out, so I just, I'm smart about it.
It's just one of those things that you would have to pay attention to.
Yes.
All right, so that ends your turn, Dwarfy. I'm gonna say, what's the initiative order? Or are we just gonna let Mystic go?
You just let Mystic go. I'm going to keep it like this is really just for you guys to attack and do stuff. So I'm not going to really do an initiative roll. I'll throw in one of my monsters to go every so often, but this is more so for them to practice.
Okay, so can you put my bear as close to the... Wait, is the dread still there?
The
Drider is still here.
And I think put my bear closer because the attack that I'm going to use is on the range of 2. So the bear is going to use claw. I'm gonna roll for that. That's strength, right? Against
again, I don't have the sheet to help you with that.
Let me just reopen. Let me just open my computer again. I'll let you know.
Dana, would you be able to at one point send that to me just so I can?
I thought I did, but yes.
Okay.
Not a problem. Okay, so come on, computer. Okay, so the claw would be a D20 plus 14, which is your strength modifier versus AC.
Okay.
You roll your d20, you add your 14, and you tell me you're going against the creature's EC.
Okay, so I got a critical. I literally rolled a 20 plus the 14.
So then basically all that means is you tell me that you got a crit, and there's nothing I can do to stop that unless I have something, which I'm not going to really incorporate tonight too much. You would just max out your damage. Maxing out your damage means where it says if you hit, it's a 1d8 plus 6. You just add 8 plus 6 because that's the max damage that you hit me with. And then you tell me the target is stunned. You've stunned me.
I've stunned you. I don't know the equivalent damage to that.
Well,
I know, but if somebody wants to explain that to him, you guys can go ahead.
all right. So when you stun somebody, it means you grant combat advantage, meaning the creature grants combat advantage. They can't take any actions, and they cannot flank an enemy.
What?
So basically,
Okay.
not to sound redundant, you kind of bop them on the head, and they don't know exactly.
It's like they don't know where they are.
Yeah,
basically
they're taking a turn to kind of
get
their bearings straight.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I stunned you.
Yep. So that was your bear. Now, for
me, I'm going to use Scared Flame. It's a range of 5.
What? Not you. Sorry.
I'm gonna roll. It's gonna be my wisdom versus your reflex. 11 plus my wisdom modifier. So it's gonna be 14.
14 versus
your reflex.
14 versus the reflex on the Drider is a no-go.
Okay. Shit. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so why don't we just keep letting them go a couple more turns?
That's fine. What did you roll?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I rolled I rolled an 11.
Okay.
So, okay, Dwarfy, you're up again.
Wait. You didn't add your modifier to it? I mean, it's still going to be too low.
I
you
thought
have
I did.
Modifier and the attack on it.
11. Because the modifier says 4 or 2, so.
Oh, it depended on which one you were going to go with at the time.
Yeah.
No, it's a 4.
Okay, so did I just do that wrong? Because from on my paper right here, it says 4 or 2.
I might have changed it. It's your wisdom modifier, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we went with because mine it just has a 4. So it would be a 4 plus the 11 plus your attack roll.
Okay, so that was wrong then.
It's still not. It's not going to be enough.
It's still a miss though. I know that.
Correct. I'm more just trying to get you to make sure you're adding the attack roll and make sure you add your. Yours is typically always going to be your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
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 All right. All right. So now it's whatchamacallit's turn one more time.
Yes.
Dwarfy Mcdwarforson.
Yep.
All right.
I'm ready to murder.
All right. So now he's not slowed, correct?
Correct.
All right. So now, do you want to go against the Rider again, or do you want to try to go?
Whichever is the strongest enemy, I would like to destroy them.
Well, right now I would say let's go with the Rider.
Let's do it.
All right. So, do you want to try attempt a Rage Strike one more time? A type of Rage Strike?
Rage Strike again.
right,
Sounds pretty good. Unless you have any other suggestions.
Well, Dana would probably like this. Let's go with the Oak Hammer Rage. So that's going to be going
Go for whatever you guys want.
Yeah, do that one. It's on page 16.
All right.
Rage.
All right.
All right. Oak Hammer Rage.
Yep.
You can do it.
All right. So now roll D20.
All right. Wish me luck. 13.
All right. So that 13. Now you see where it says strength versus AC.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to tell it's versus AC. So now you're going to go back down to that bottom stat sheet.
It was for the strength total.
Correct. And your attack.
Oh, okay.
So it would be 5. So it would be the 13 plus the 5 for the modifier plus the 15. Be 33 versus AC.
My strength total is 6 though. Or no. My strength total is 6.
Okay, so it'd be 34.
I can't see that shit either. I need my glasses. But I believe it's 6.
Yes, unfortunately, AC is the Drider's highest stat.
This is bullshit, Dana. That's collusion from the second I got in here. You're against Dwarfy Mcdwarforson. You trapped the door. You knew I was going through it. You fucking just you name it. You've been hacking my phone with the dice. I finally get a decent roll that's above 10 for crying out loud, at least. And now the AC is like infinite. What is this garbage? What is this? What are you trying to pull? This is trash. What are you doing to me? I'm the weakest dwarf. I'm the fucking weakest dwarf.
So if you look at, I know.
The dwarf is raging. He's really raging. I'm sorry.
It's fucking horseshit.
Hey, you have it's barbarian utility. It's a free action. 18. Combat surge.
Yeah.
So as a free action while you're raging, you can re-roll.
Yep.
All right. Drum roll. So I'll use that. I'm going to use that now, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
I got it.
What was Dana? What was the AC I need to beat though on that? So
He does not have to tell you.
She won't
Okay.
tell you.
I don't technically have to tell you, but for
she's
tonight,
making
I will
that
tell
shit up
you.
on the spot. I'm telling you. She was like, "Oh, AC is pretty strong for this one." She doesn't even know.
Well, let me tell you how things work when it comes to the DM.
Okay.
I can pretty much do whatever the fuck I want. You guys pretty much just have to go along with it because I am the end all be all. So yes, sometimes I will adjust numbers and I will, depending on how you guys are hitting that night, I can lower and raise numbers if I so choose. But now, in the battles that they were going against these Driders in the last battle, they have an AC of 46.
Yeah, you're not going to hit it.
No fucking way.
I don't. It's
But it
not
is.
impossible for me to
But
hit
you
it.
guys have to understand, you are coming in and you are just beginning. These guys have been playing and beefing up their characters, and we are having discussions of what to do to bring everybody down to an equal playing field. This is some of the discussions we have been having. So
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I know I'm lawfully good, but this cleric is saying this is bullshit.
Thank you for backing me up, Mystic.
In
cool.
the games that these guys were playing, they're able to hit a 46.
Oh my god!
Isn't this supposed to be the tutorial for me and Mystic? So
Yes,
you're putting
so
up a...
I am going to adjust the numbers until we figure out this happy medium that we are trying to find. And for tonight, I will make the Drider's AC a 32.
I feel like you should auto level us up to their level and make us super powerful.
Well, that's where the players are coming together. Scarlet, Ty and Alderwrath are trying to figure out that happy medium between everybody. And that is what we are in the process of trying to do.
You know what you could do?
All right, Dana, you just say the word, and I will play the clip to explain to the new players why not to upset you.
Yes, please do.
Please play the clip, please.
I
Quick
respect
intermission.
your opinion or whatever, but like you said, it was my decision, and as the DM, your honor, whatever, to make it work. I made my move. I smashed the boring old rose of who gives a crap. Now it's your turn. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, let's just see how this story unfolds. After smashing the great crystalline rose under the floor, the landscape is bathed in a large shadow. The goblins stop in their tracks as the sun is blotted out. You look up to the sky and you see a massive meteor hurtling towards the very ground at which you stand on, striking Scoots with impressive force, pulverizing his body, causing... How much health do you have?
30.
30 damage! Meaning that, Scoots, you have 0 health left.
No worries, crew. Scoots has still got a saving throw, and his dice hand is hot tonight.
But wait! Just then, before anyone has time to react, a second meteor comes hurtling down in the exact same location, crushing the immobile Scoots, causing 25 hit points worth of damage, which, as we know, is more than half of your health, meaning that Scoots dies immediately. And shits himself.
Anyone else?
I haven't had to play that one in a while.
That's hilarious.
I have not had to play that in a very long time. But
Behave ourselves.
basically, that is how it goes.
Behave yourselves.
Hilarious.
Just behave yourselves. That's it.
So
Yeah.
word around here is don't be a Scoots, and I won't have to crush you with a meteorite.
Yeah, no, I'm never a
Fucking
Scoot.
bullshit.
I'm sorry.
You can complain, you can cry about it, you can do what you want, but just know I can call down whatever the fuck I want from the heavens from above, and I can literally end you if I want to.
Well, that doesn't seem very fair.
All right. So if you're making the AC at 34, are you going to let him re-roll?
Yes.
Or because
Let him
all right,
re-roll.
it would have hit if he didn't if you dropped it down to 34.
I
If
feel
it's a
lucky.
limit and you want to keep that roll, or you want him to roll again, I don't mind either way.
I'd
Well,
rather him be able to let it go just because it hit. So this way he can
Sure.
see what
I could get my confidence back since you've been beating my ass all night, Dana. You've been beating me into the fucking ground for no reason. I did nothing
I
to
haven't
deserve
even
this.
attacked yet. So
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, well, I've been taking a shit ton of damage from attacking. I've been swinging my axe and I've been getting dominated. It's not fair. It's not fair.
all right. So if you're looking at the Oak Hammer Rage, you see where it says on a hit, it's 3W plus strength modifier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
On what page is that? Sorry, I forget the.
16.
The Oak Hammer Rage, you said?
Yes, that's the one that we did.
It's my go-to.
So yeah, I'm looking at it, strength versus AC.
All right.
And
And then you see where it says 3 weapon damage,
yeah,
right?
plus the strength modifier damage.
Yep. So that's what you're gonna have to roll 3 weapon damage. I'll show you where that is. But the kicker is you knock the target prone, and then you enter the rage of Oakhammer until the rage ends. Whenever you hit a target with a melee attack, you knock the target prone.
Yay! There's 2 of us now.
If it is already prone,
Great.
the target takes extra damage plus your con modifier.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, but Dana's gonna say they got steel skin or some shit, and it's not effective.
No.
I mean,
So that's something you have to make sure you are aware of when you do that one. You know what I'm saying?
But we can help each other out because we coalesce with each other. So if I knock him prone, you get the bonus.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So, all right. So that 3 weapon damage.
Just
You're
for
going to go to page. I'm scrolling to it to give you the number. Page 25.
All right.
You see where it says execution axe? It's at the very top.
25 execution. Now I got equipment and laughing death armor.
Above that, it says equipment, execution axe, D12.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I see that.
So that's your weapon damage.
Okay.
All right. And then that high crit and brutal 2. So whenever you're rolling for weapon damage, what that basically means is you can't roll a 1 on your damage dice. All right.
Okay.
So so basically you're going to roll 3 D12s. And do you want to tell me those numbers?
Oh, so I roll it 3 times or
Roll a D12 3 times.
okay. So I got a 10,
Okay.
a 2,
Okay.
and a 1.
So re-roll that 1 because that brute 2 doesn't allow you to roll anything less than a 2.
Okay. So I'll re-roll and I got a 2. What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah. All right. So then, do you now? Your it's also your strength damage, your strength modifier, which is a 6.
Plus,
right?
yeah, 6.
And then your attack damage is a 22. Do you see where that is?
Is that down? Yeah, that's down on the strength thing.
Yes.
You got to memorize this stuff.
The more you play it, the more you.
Yeah, you got to just add. I don't have to even look at the page when I'm well versed in it.
Yeah, this is the first, basically the first time you're playing, the first time you're looking at this stuff. So that's also why it's taking a little bit. But do you see where that is?
Yeah, the attack roll or the attack damage or the attack roll?
Damage. Because
I see.
you already hit. So
my total is 22 for attack damage.
20 plus the 22. So you would tell Dana 42 damage, and you knock the target prone.
42 damage, Dana, and I knocked it prone. Dana's going to be like, wait a minute, they got some Super Saiyan ability. He just turned into Goku. He just turned into Goku and Superman's on the enemy team now, trying to murder me. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yes, I typically do because Angel
I can't.
Kor-Goth
fucking
knockingly
Super Saiyan.
prone drives me crazy. So yes, sometimes I do thwart it because it's a pain in my ass. But I
Then
will not.
why did
Dana's like the enemy just threw a Pokeball out, got a fucking Mewtwo or something, and
Okay,
very
hold
powerful.
on. First Dragon Ball comes in here. Now we're using Pokemon knowledge. What is this?
She got it all. Yeah, she's pulling out all the stops here.
I've actually let the players in our last game pull out a Pokemon. They pulled out a Jigglypuff and put the room to sleep. They were able to successfully do it, and they pulled out a Jigglypuff and put the room to sleep.
Oh my god!
So
fucking knew it.
All right, so just so you're aware of, when we say knock prone, basically what it means is she's going to have to take a turn just to stand up. 2, her character that's not prone will get combat advantage. So that means when we attack it, it's a +2 to attack it.
Okay.
yes,
I'll
it's
remember
a
that.
very big pain in my ass. I
So,
don't like
so
it.
just like any roll, like I do all my modifiers and stuff, and then just +2 because they're
Against
knocked
that
or whatever.
specific creature. If they're not
Okay.
prone, you add a +2 to the attack on that one. So then, but that also then tells the rest of the party, add a +2 to that because it's granted combat advantage.
Okay.
So like if you're one of the first ones to go and you hit it, everybody now gets a +2 to hit.
Okay.
But now this is something you have to remember. From now on, every hit that you do you're gonna knock the creature prone unless she has something to stop it.
Yeah, barely, rarely.
Don't antagonize her.
Please don't. We already have enough bullshit.
All right, so
I will make it so you will never be able to knock anything fucking prone on my board ever again, Kor-Goth.
Okay, I go to normalizing.
Keep the fucking barely. Oh, she doesn't do stuff.
Well, in Dana's
play the
defense,
clip again.
Dana, in your defense, I complain about everything. I feel like I am swaying the group to go against you because it is sort of bullshit. But you see me play Call of Duty every time I die. Fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. So unless I roll like a 20 every time, I'm just gonna complain about how it's bullshit. So you're just gonna have to get used to that, I guess.
And then
don't take it
you're
personal.
gonna have to get used to my nice little timers. And you're
Right.
gonna have to get used to my nice little go fuck yourself. You're taking damage.
I'm sorry, Dana. Can we play the clip again?
No.
You get used to my crying, and I'll get used to your cheating.
I respect your opinion or whatever, but like you said, it was my decision, and as the DM, your honor, whatever, to make it work. I made my move. I smashed the boring old rose of who gives a crap. Now it's your turn. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, let's just see how this story unfolds. After smashing the great crystalline rose under the floor, the landscape is bathed in a large shadow. The goblins stop in their tracks as the sun is blotted out. You look up to the sky and you see a massive meteor hurtling towards the very ground at which you stand on, striking Scoots with impressive force, pulverizing his body, causing... How much health do you have?
30.
30 damage! Meaning that, Scoots, you have 0 health left.
No worries, crew. Scoots has still got a saving throw, and his dice hand is hot tonight.
But wait! Just then, before anyone has time to react, a second meteor comes hurtling down in the exact same location, crushing the immobile Scoots, causing 25 hit points worth of damage, which, as we know, is more than half of your health, meaning that Scoots dies immediately. And shits himself.
Anyone else?
yeah, I'll put that away. All right.
Do you guys would you like me to make it to where you all shit yourselves?
No. I didn't do anything.
I know. Why is the chaotic evil person who is on the board being the goodest character?
Wait, I didn't do anything. What you mean? This cleric is not what?
All right.
To be
I'm
fair,
lawful good here.
I'm lawful evil, so whatever. Whatever.
All right. So at that point, Dwarfy, that would kind of be your turn. So then you would just say, at that point say you would end your turn. Okay.
And my turn.
All right. So Mystic,
Yes.
why don't you try go under the encounter powers?
If I can figure out which page that is.
Yeah.
Encounter standard action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Try the Thunderbolt of Heavens.
The what?
It's on the bottom of that page where it says encounter powers.
Oh, Thunderbolt of Heavens.
Yes.
A crackling bolt of blue energy leaps from your. Oh.
All right. So what you would say is you would tell her you're going versus the Fortitude.
Okay, Dana, I'm going versus your Fortitude.
Okay.
But I'm also saying this to show different style. It says area burst 1 within 10 of you, within 10 squares.
Okay, so what is within 10 squares of me?
You have the Drider, let me get my pen. You have the Drider, the Wraith, the Nokowitch, and that's about it within 10 squares. Oh, and the Drider over here.
Now, is there anything behind me?
I don't know.
We haven't checked it, but for right now, I would say it's more just let's go with what we have. So this way,
Yeah, I'm not going to put anything behind you, but yes, in a sense, you would have to pull out your special mirror to check to see if there's any rates on the board.
I don't even think I have a mirror.
Yes, you do. Everybody's got one. It's a default to your character.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, do you feel like you can do that? I'm going to ask you, what would you do for your stats, like to roll? So you're going to roll with the D20, right?
Yes.
All right.
Now is my wisdom against her fortitude, so I need to add 4 and whatever my roll is.
Your D20 plus what else?
Plus my wisdom, which is 4.
Yep. Plus what else?
Plus the attack roll, which is 5.
Yep. Which I'm looking at it. It's actually should be a plus 2 more. Because I don't think I never added the equipment to it.
So 7 then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 2 seconds. Hold on. Oh God. I got a crit.
Double crit. Nice.
Yep.
All right. So you max out the damage.
So 20. So that's 29.
Okay.
And
Versus your fortitude.
No. You just max out the damage. A crit, you automatically you take where. So if you look at it, it says 2d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
You just say it's 16 plus your wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
And you just tell and the damage modifier as well.
I'm gonna be honest, you got me confused.
Okay, so it's 8 and 8 is 16. Your wisdom modifier is 4, correct?
Yes.
So you're at 16 plus the 4. So you're at 20, and then your damage to modify is the 5.
It's 5, yeah.
So then you would add all that together. So it's 16 plus 4 plus the 5, so you're at 25 damage.
Yeah.
And you would have to tell her it's thunder damage. Because
Okay.
the reason
No,
why
keep
is
going.
if she has anything that resists or anything like that, you need to
Yeah.
be able to specifically say what type of damage. But then you also have to look at where it says you push the target 1 square,
Uh-huh.
and you are the preservation one. That's why it's bolded. So you can push it 1 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
And your intelligence modifier is...
My intelligence modifier is 3.
So you would do 4. 5. Because it's the 1 plus the 1 plus the 3. So you'd be able to... So you would tell her the 20... I forget, 24, 25...
24 is 24.
Lightning.
It's thunder damage.
Thunder damage. And you can move it 5 squares. And you just tell her which way do you want to move it towards. So that's where positioning comes into play. So like if we're battling or let's say Snitch is going to cast a fireball and you know you're before him, you could say, all right, I'm going to shift him closer to one of the other targets. So that fireball hits, you can almost kind of put them into that area of effect. Or, something along those lines. So it's board positioning for the rest of it.
Okay.
That'll happen more down the road where, when everybody's going and whatnot.
Okay, so going back to my bear now, since I already took myself.
Now, the reason why you tell me what kind of damage you are doing is because sometimes there are monsters on the field that might have vulnerabilities and might have resistance. So if there's a monster on the field and you tell me you're doing thunder damage, I would tell you, okay, well, they resist thunder damage and there might be a minus to your roll. I could tell you they are weakened by thunder damage and there might be a plus to your roll. So that is why you tell me the form of damage that you are doing.
Okay. So, yeah, I forget what did I attack personally?
It's the encounter power, the thunder. The Thunder of Heavens, I think it was called.
Yes.
Thunderbolt.
Thunder of Heavens.
And Dwarfy, I sent you dice.
You sent me dice.
Yes, they should get to you by Saturday or tomorrow. They're saying.
Oh.
Roll the dice.
Yeah, well, that app that I have.
That app sucks.
Yeah, what the hell?
So, does that make sense, Mystic?
Yes and no.
Okay, what don't you understand?
Okay, how about this? Do it again.
Okay.
Do the attack again. The same attack you just did. Do it again.
Okay, so I'm going to use Thunder of the Heavens, or Thunderbolt of the Heavens.
You are here. You are targeting this creature, I'm assuming?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Or yes. That is the
Strider.
The Strider. Fuck. I know I have to hit it harder than what I just. Fuck.
Well,
don't worry about it for right now. Just go through the motions of going through an attack. So just do it and don't worry whether you're hitting hard enough or not for right now. Just get used to the repetition of what you have to do for the steps of going through your attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna use Thunderbolt of the Heavens. My wisdom against your fortitude. I'm gonna be using thunder damage.
And I will reply that they have no resistance or weakness to thunder damage.
Okay.
And she's saying this now. She doesn't always have to. I'm more interjecting. She doesn't have to tell us if it's a creature we've never seen before. That's where we would have to. Sometimes you have to waste an attack to see if it does it. Or you kind of say, what what do I notice about the creature? And if she says, it's a cloud fairy, okay, the chances of it maybe having a resistance to lightning and thunder,
Gotcha.
or we could say it may be weakness to lightning and thunder. You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to do maybe an at will or something like that to say, I'm going to test it. And this is more just to have your brain thinking that way, because.
Of course, I get it now. I get it.
Gotcha. All right, so let's redo the, like Dana was saying. So it'd be, if you're describing that to her, what would you say? So you're going against the fortitude.
So I cast Thunderbolt of the Heavens using thunder magic against the, what was it called again?
A Drider.
The Drider.
Okay, so now walk me through your dice, like what you're adding to it, just so. And I'm going to be doing this to you, Dwarfy, too, on your next go. You're getting you're just getting the first part of this mystic, so sorry.
It's okay.
So what would you add to get your number?
So I would roll a d20, adding my wisdom modifier plus my attack damage.
No, attack roll. Your
attack roll. My attack roll. Which was 24.
But no, you said it was a crit.
It was a crit.
So on 1s and 20s, you don't roll anything else. You don't add anything else. You just say, a 1, a critical fail. What happened to me? To Dana. On a 20, you just tell her, I got a crit, and then you just max out the damage.
Okay.
So then you go through that on that hit chart where it says hit 2d8s plus your wisdom modifier. You just add everything that you would normally add. You just max it out. So you'd say an 8 plus an 8 plus your wisdom plus your attack, your damage roll.
Okay.
All right. And then you also have to make sure you pay attention to whatever if there's an effect part of it on a hit.
Okay.
Now there's some stuff that will hit, and I'm going to try and look and see if I can find one that does it on even on a miss. Typically, those are just half damage. I'm just saying as a general statement.
Of course.
All right. And then
what the fuck?
Now go for your bear.
Very smart.
I gotta roll from my bear.
Very smart, Caleb. Very, very, very smart.
What did Caleb say?
He said, "Good night, everyone, and have a good stream. Good luck, Mystic and Dwarfy. Remember this wisdom: a DM is like an angry wife. The only thing you can do is play dead and pray."
I didn't do anything though. Why are you saying me? What? I'm lawful good. I did nothing.
Good advice. Wise wisdom, Caleb. Wise wisdom.
Well, thank you, Caleb. I will remember that.
All right. So I want you to roll for your bear.
My bear. I'm doing that now.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna be attacking the. Okay, say its thing again, please.
Drider.
The Drider. I'm gonna be using. Am I allowed to use the same one again?
Yes, for tonight, we're trying to get you used to what your attacks kind of feel like when you roll. Well, yes, tonight you can use
the only move I haven't used is Energy Wall, but I don't think I don't understand that one.
We will go over it. For right now, use your Moonbeam.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll use the Moonbeam. So it needs and it attacks 2 creatures. It's a range of 5. I'm going to.
So
and
that
it's-
means that you will be able to hit the Drider and the Wraith.
So
Okay.
just to interject here, that push that you were going to have with that thunder of heaven, thunderbolt of heaven, that you could have like positioning. You could have slid the other Drider that you hit on the other side closer to the other one, so then you could have hit the two Driders, or have the ability to hit both of them.
Oh, I see. I see. So let me roll for my bear. It's gonna be my bear's wisdom against your. Was it AC or reflex?
I believe it's AC
Okay.
for the Moonbeam. I believe it's AC.
So it's gonna be against your AC.
I'm sorry. Nope. It is reflex.
It is reflex.
Yes. it's
Okay.
reflex.
I thought it was reflex.
Your bite is against AC.
Okay. So let's see. There's that plus 10. So I got a 28.
Okay. And it is radiant damage.
Yes.
So you would tell me that it's radiant damage.
It is
and
radiant.
I would tell you that the Driders have a vulnerability to radiant, and you would get an additional 10 damage if you hit.
Okay.
And for play's sake, we will say tonight that you hit.
Yes.
So now what does it say on hit?
What's that?
What does it say on hit?
What does it say on hit?
Like when you hit, what's the damage? Like what are you going to be rolling?
Or was it? I thought I already said that.
No. What? So Dana said, let's just pretend it hit. So.
Okay. So on hit, I would say it's radiant damage.
Yep. Now roll for your damage.
So you would be rolling 4d6s plus 6 plus an additional d6 for radiant damage.
So my question now is, what if I don't have D6?
Do you not have a full set of dice?
I only have 2 D20s.
Okay, I will send you dice as well.
So then let's just say it's 46, you said?
4d6 plus 6 plus 1d6 damage roll, radiant damage.
So 46 plus a 6 for radiant would be 4, 6, 7, 8. So I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 4. And then a d6 for damage would be a 6 for radiant. So then you would just say from your bear, it would be 4, 6, 8 damage.
Okay.
And then regular damage, and then 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
And is there any other modifier that it says on there to add for damage?
No.
So then that's what you would tell her. So you would say 8 regular damage.
8 regular damage. Okay.
And then 6 radiant.
And 6 radiant.
Because if we didn't know that there was radiant, how much radiant damage, that's why you're specifically telling her the difference in radiant. So then that's when she can prompt you. You notice it did more damage. If she wants to,
in an infinite galaxy,
if she wants to be the one that says, "All right, it takes an extra 10 damage," then that's where we have to start modifying it. Where we remember, all right, Driders take extra 10 radiant. Then you would say,
Okay. That's my turn then.
All right, so Dwarfy.
What's up?
All right, now it's your turn. I want you to pick an attack. Were you looking?
No. Let me do. Let me scroll up to my attacks here, and
Now remember, you did the oak hammer range. So now every hit you do is going to knock the target prone. So you don't want to use a daily anymore because those are your rages. You want to look at maybe your encounters or.
all right. Let me fuck with. What about a whirling lunge? Where am I at? Could I go deeper into the enemy ranks there? Whirling lunge. That's my encounter evocation.
Whirling lunge. Do you mean it's on page 11, the whirling frenzy?
No, it's on page 14. It's an encounter evocation.
Okay,
It's a free action.
So yes, there you go. So you would say as a free action, whirling lunge. Oh, but right now you can't do that because do you see where the trigger? It says when your attack reduces an enemy to 0 hit points.
Ah, okay.
So that's one thing you would have to pay attention to.
I see. All right, so I should be I'm looking on page 11 then for the encounter evocations, the standard act, or
Those are your powers.
Okay.
So you could say whirling frenzy, or you could say clutch of winter.
Whirling frenzy.
All right. So now. And that's actually a really good one to do.
Beautiful. I got lucky.
Yeah. Do you know why I'm saying that?
No, but it sounds powerful. So I assume that whirling frenzy would be powerful.
It says you can have the target. You can target the reflex AC. So it's your choice if you want to choose AC or reflex.
Oh, yeah, because Dana jacked up the AC, so I should pick reflex, right? Or
There we
she'll
go.
probably jack up the reflex. They probably got a reflex buff on this turn because he got knocked last turn, and now he has infinite reflex for some reason. That's what's going to happen.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Hey guys, camera 1's down, Dana.
Camera 1 is down. Oh, it got booted out. Sorry.
All right, so Dwarfy, listen to Alderwrath. He's through it. So pay attention.
I am listening. Why am I not listening? He's giving me
Talking
advice.
is not listening.
I'm not listening. Dwarfy don't listen. Dwarfy ain't scared.
All right. So
Listen, you don't have the intelligence not to listen.
Exactly.
What? I have the intelligence not to listen.
All right. So this is where you would say to Dana, and I'm just going to give you a quick help because that's a close burst 1. So that's on you, 1 square around you. So you would say, I'm going to do a whirling frenzy. It's a close burst 1, and it's each creature. Now that's the part that you also have to kind of pay attention to because if any of the animals are there or any people are there, you're also going to have the option to hit even your allies.
Oh, there's friendly. I didn't know friendly fire was turned on. Dana turned that on without my knowledge.
So that's a good thing it's a good choice for you to say it. You know,
Dana, are there any friendlies within 1 square of my whirling attack that's about to happen? Or
Yes, there is. There is Ty's owl and Ty's wolf.
Oh shit! I was hoping it was Mystic. I don't give a shit about him, but the pets I care about.
So now this is where you have to make the conscious choice as a character. Do you want to hurt your allies to make the hit, or do you want to that's where board position comes into play. If that makes any sense.
I won't hurt the animals. I'm an animal lover. I
All
won't
right.
hurt them.
So now you'd have. Then I would say at this point you'd have to pick a different
Avalanche strike.
Hold on.
I'm just read. I have to maybe read what that does. I drop my guard and put all my strength into a devastating overhead swing. All right, that sounds pretty good. Let me swing at that that little bitch with the all the AC points.
Now the only thing I personally would say, why don't you choose something that goes not against AC?
Okay. What about?
Come get it.
Okay, come and get it.
All right, so you see where it says it's post burst 3, and this is each enemy you can see in the burst. So this is where it would only hit the enemies, but it's the caveat of only ones that you can see. So let's say we didn't see that wraith, and let's say you were in between the wraith and the drider. You still wouldn't hit because you have to be able to have visual on it. Do you?
Okay.
So if you're blind,
it's only pretty much the enemies in front of me that are within
Mystic, I
3
sent
squares.
you dice. They'll get to you tomorrow.
So, but here's the thing. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
If you're blinded, you can't use that because it's only targets you can see.
Am I blinded right now?
No, I'm just.
Okay,
I'm
all
trying
right.
to.
I got you.
So if she blinds us at one point and you're trying to use that, that's where you'd have to make sure you read what it's saying, that it's each creature that you can see.
All right, I'm going to study these sheets and make sure I know all the stuff.
Okay, so why don't you walk us through that? What are you rolling?
So I'm going to do come and get it, and I'll roll the 20 die for that.
D20, yep.
I got 13, and then
Your strength modifier.
which is 6. I remember that.
Okay. And then your attack modifier.
I forget what that is. Let me scroll down.
This is where it's going to come into play. For you and Mystic, you guys have to find an organization that's going to work for you. Everybody at the table does something different. Kor-Goth loves to just go through the books, so he'll mark books and know what he has through his books. Jim, Kor-Goth, Alderwrath uses the sheets that you see in front of you.
Yeah, I just gotta get used to it.
In a notebook. People are going to when Iolanth plays with us, he really likes using index cards to organize his stuff. You have Alderwrath basically gave you guys an outline, and however you want to organize that outline is up to you. So you have to find what's going to be comfortable for you to do stuff and mark stuff and keep track of stuff. And again, we are starting you guys at a higher level, so we are throwing you kind of into the deep end. So that's why for the first few encounters, focus on 3 or 4 spells, and I will even allow it to be to where they don't get used up, and you could just get some repetitive turns with them and get used to them while you're playing. And then once you're comfortable enough and understand enough, we can start dealing with what happens in an encounter power, a daily power, but at least you can get used to how some of your spells work.
Yes.
If that's something you guys would like to do.
What Lila does too is she actually, because I gave her the same sheet that PDF that you have, that's what I use. But she went back and she wrote on each one what her modifier is, she wrote on each spell, so it makes it easier for her to kind of go back and say it's +5, +5, +5. So she already added all of her numbers. So when she rolls her D20, she just looks at that spell and says it's a And now I printed up a new sheet for her, so she hasn't done it yet, but that's what she did with like her animals and stuff like that. So all she has to look at is D20 plus what the numbers written on that spell, and she adds a 2, and that's it.
Well, that makes sense.
So it depends. I don't do that because for me, then I feel like I'm going to keep printing stuff up. Lindsay just erases it, and then she crosses it off and puts a new one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of screwed her up because I changed some of her stuff around. So that changed, like, so I just printed it up and we just haven't. That's why she was asking some of the stuff, because I kind of threw her for a loop. But that's something that she does that it makes sense. You know,
right. You got to find what works for you, pretty much.
Correct.
Yeah.
So was I looking at attack roll or attack damage for that?
Your attack roll, because that's what you're rolling for your attack, and then the damage is when if she says it hits, then you would add that part of your damage.
Okay.
So you had the 13 plus the 6.
6 plus 20 plus 16.
Yep. What does that equal? 35, right?
16 plus 6 plus 13. I don't know.
Yes. You might want to get a calculator. What are the numbers?
I have a calculator. That's
Okay.
why I said 35. I was more. I'm sorry. I should have just said it the way it was. I was just trying to. Yes, it's 35.
All right, 35.
So you say
Dana?
35 versus. Well, what? Do you remember what you're going against?
Do you remember what?
What are you going against?
We did against not AC, right? We went against the other thing. See, that's I'm scrolling back up on my list right now to see, but
Come get it, and that's versus.
Okay.
Oh, it's versus Will. It's
Yeah.
a hit.
So then, so that spell, it's you pull the target. So this is for what you would have to say. You could pull a target 2 squares to you to an adjacent square, and if the target is adjacent to you, after the pull, it takes 1 weapon damage. So then you roll a d12 because that's your weapon damage, and you add your weapon damage roll to it. So it's a d12 plus your damage roll plus your rank.
My D12 roll was a 7, and then my strength is plus 6.
Mhm.
And then what was it? 16 for the damage roll.
22.
All right, 22.
Which is, lo and behold, it's actually 35 as well. So you would say 35 damage.
35 damage.
Okay.
Take that.
Now, don't forget. Now, she's already knocked, the Drider's already knocked prone, but your rage allows you to knock on all melee attacks, knocks the creature prone, or all attacks from you knock the creature prone.
So now it pretty much stays prone because it isn't still prone from the last.
So if it were to save it and get up, you would just be able. At that point, you're knocking it back down again.
Okay.
That's what Kor-Goth likes to do.
Yeah.
And I also get extra damage because it's what was the extra damage since it's knocked down?
If they're already prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really prone. So, well, no, you're right. That spell, if it's already knocked prone, it takes your Constitution modifier, which is a 5 or a 6.
I got to print these sheets out so I don't have to scroll down and keep going back and forth. That's what's slowing me down.
Yes, we did that for Mystic because Mystic was the same thing. He didn't have a printed copy in front of him, and it was hard for him to scroll up and down. So I sent him a full printed copy.
It was very hard.
That's why I'm taking so long. I'm scrolling. My
You're not
Constitution
taking long. This is
multiplier.
the first time you've ever touched a D&D board. You are not taking too long. You're perfectly fine. Now, Ty, please go so that they can get an idea of what a full turn looks like.
Okay. Oh shit. All right. I'm regrouping. Okay, so I am going to move 6 spaces to where I'm sort of in between Mystic and Dwarfy.
You're here, so you
So can I
want
go
to
6 spaces to where I'm between them, and I want to call out as an at-will minor my Nightmare Shield. And it is a close burst 5. All allies within the burst get a +5 to their AC. All allies within the burst gain a +1 to all defenses. And anyone who attacks someone within the zone, they will take a
Is it a zone or your shield?
Well, I thought, well, when the shield comes out, it does the aura, right? Or
Oh,
is that
that's
two
right. That's
separate
right. Yep,
things?
you're right. Nope, you're right. It also has that zone. Nope, you're right.
Or are those 2 separate things? Because I
Nope,
could be
nope. I
misreading
forgot.
that.
You're right.
All right, so if you guys are within that, that means you are going to get a +5 to your AC and a +1 to all other defenses. And if someone tries to attack while you are within the zone, they will take a -2 to their attack rolls. And I take half damage if hit with an attack. That is my minor. For my standard action, let's see, I think I was going to do my wolf. And I'm sorry, let me grab my sheet. All right, so my wolf is going to not do that. That is AC. Let me go back to... I don't know what the fortitude is. All right, we'll try it anyways. We're going to do a Howling Burst. It is a close burst 2. I'm sorry, Howling Blast. It's all enemies within the burst. So I'm assuming I could probably only hit
Nope, that's also 1, 2. Oh, no, they're 3.
No, it's too far. I would have to move up, and I didn't call it before I did the attack. All right, let me roll that. I'm sorry, I didn't have it pre-rolled.
It's okay. I'm just trying to show them like what it kind of looks like, and then Kor-Goth, I want you to go next to do something so that they can also kind of see how a turn's supposed to flow.
Okay.
All right. And I rolled terrible. All right, so that is 25 versus its fortitude.
25 versus its fortitude for tonight, we're going to say is a hit.
Yay! Thank you, DM. I rolled a 2. That was horrible. So that is going to make sure of what it does, if anything. All right, so the target is deafened and confused. Save ends. The target takes ongoing 5 psychic damage for every failed saving throw while confused. And then I will roll for my damage. I just have to find the right one. $22 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I will say that ends my turn.
Okay, so go ahead, Kor-Goth.
Okay, so I pre-roll and I get a 44 against its fortitude for the Drider.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay. Let's see, extra damage. 32.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Okay. So now, Dwarfy, back to you. Go again.
Back to me.
Yep, I'm letting you go again because I want you to get used to it. So go again.
Oh, jeez.
Dana.
Well,
Yes.
let's see here. How about I smack him again? Do I still have that whatever the fuck it is in front of me? That thing that's knocked down? I forget the name of it.
Why don't you show him getting hit? How he has to
Okay.
attack.
So I'll attack now. So I'm going to attack you, Dwarfy, with the rider. Even though I'm prone, and typically I wouldn't be able to do this, but I'm just going to do it just so you can kind of get an idea of what an attack on my end looks like. So with my Drider, I am going to use my Force Blast. It is a close burst 10. So technically, I would pretty much hit everybody, but for right now, we're just going to say it's hitting you, Dwarfy, or attacking you. I don't know if I've hit yet. I'm rolling my d20. I got a 10. So it is going to be a 32 versus your reflex.
So that, do you see your defensive stuff?
What the hell is that?
Yes, I'm scrolling down. What page is that on? I found it. Reflex. The total is 27.
So now, Louis, I'm sorry, Dwarfy. Do you want to see some other defensive stuff that you have, or do you want to just play as if you're going to take the damage?
I'll just eat the damage. I'm not scared.
Okay, so you would take your HP. You already minus the 5 and the 5. So then you would tell Dana that hit you.
That hit me, Dana, but it didn't hurt. Didn't hurt.
It didn't, did it?
Like Happy Gilmore. Oh, God, that hurt a little bit, but I'm all right.
Okay. And it's going to be fire damage.
I'm immune to fire damage, though. Everybody knows that.
Is he really?
No, I just made that up. It
No.
could be true.
No, so if you look down below your defense, you have a few resistances. Is there fire on there?
I'm looking at fire. Actually, I do have a total of 7. 7. That's my resistance, 7?
Yes.
7,
So
Dana.
you tell me
7.
that number. So when I calculate my damage, I know that I have to minus 7 from it.
So I was kind of half right. I'm not completely immune, but I took a good little chunk out of that. Fire don't hurt me.
So, yeah.
So minus the 7, it is 15 damage.
That merely a flesh wound. What's my HP? Where's my HP at? Oh, okay, I see it actually. So I have 111 hit points.
Yep.
But then I also got hit when I came in the room for 5 because
You minus 10 because you had your nat 1.
Yeah.
Plus the 5 for the busting through the door.
Yeah.
Now it's so you have that minus 10 minus whatever Dana said. I don't remember.
15
I forget too.
damage for this hit.
But I'm still alive.
Yep. So then you'd be at 86. So let's just throw a number out there. Let's say she hits you and you got to, and I'm just trying to throw this out there so you understand it as well.
Okay.
Let's say she hit it and she brought your HP down to 60. right?
Yeah.
That would make you bloodied.
Now, hang on. What did she hit against? Because he's within the shield.
Reflex.
Now he gets a +1 to his.
Not enough.
Okay. And then the shield is supposed to. What did I say it did?
I thought it was only you with the half damage.
Okay. It takes a -2 to their attack rolls.
I accounted for that.
Okay. I'm just double checking just so they get used to it.
Yep. Nope. I accounted for that. I have that written down.
Yep.
Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
Thank you for trying to protect me with your shield, Scarlet. I appreciate it.
So hypothetically, let's say she just with that attack she brought you down to 60. I'm just more trying to inform you. Okay?
Technically, I wouldn't have been able to attack him. I would have had to gone after your shield. But we're just trying to give him a sense of what an attack from me looks like.
Yes.
I would have to go after your shield first, Ty, because
So
your
what
shield
is
has HP and stuff. But for now, we're just showing him if I'm attacking him what it looks like.
If I'm bloody, does that mean I'm bleeding? I'm taking damage each turn or something?
No, so that just means you're starting. There might be some things where it says when bloodied, you can. I have to double check your sheet. But that just means you're below half hit points. And that's when you kind of start wanting to say, all right, you want to start getting healed because you're below 50%. So I'm trying to look and see if I have any spells that if you're bloodied. Hold on, I'm sorry. No. Raging.
Yeah, so basically like how it works is when you're on your turn, if you get down to a bloodied state, sometimes you might have spells and powers that give you bonuses when you get to a bloodied state. And so that's why he's trying to just tell you that if you're bloodied and you have something that specifies you get extra damage in a spell when bloodied, you know that, okay, I'm bloodied, so now I get extra damage. I get extra damage to like the person I attack, or I get a bonus when I attack somebody. Or sometimes you might have something that allows you to heal yourself when you get bloodied. Like some of the players have stuff when bloodied, they can do an immediate interrupt and take a healing surge and give themselves temporary healing until their cleric comes along and heals them, or they can take a healing potion on their turn using a minor action to take that healing potion. So it's just an indicator so that I also know that you're bloodied and I've gotten you down to half of your damage, half of your HP. So you're getting close to, if I did a bigger attack with a boss, let's say, I might do enough hit points to almost kill you. So you want to be really careful when you get to that bloodied level, because that could be dangerous if you're in a bigger battle, but it also could give you bonuses if you have certain spells geared towards being bloodied.
Okay.
So it's just an indicator. It's really just a marker. And even for when my creatures get bloodied, I tell you, oh, you bloodied this creature. Like I said, you could have attacks that if you're going after a creature who's bloodied, you might get a special bonus. You might get an extra attack against a bloodied creature. It's an indicator for certain things within the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that also kind of tells the rest of the party either for the clerics to start healing you, or to kind of push you towards try to push, kind of create a bubble around you. So, to get you to a point where you can heal yourself or a cleric or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
I know it's a lot.
No, you guys are doing really good. Mystic has not played in a while, so he's jumping right back into dealing with his sheet and looking at it. you guys are doing really, really well, especially you, Dwarfy. This is the first time you've ever hit a D&D board. You've never looked at a player or character sheet before. You've never been in an attack situation. It's literally going to be repetition that's going to get you used to things. So that's how D&D kind of works. The more you play, the more you're going to get used to it, the more you're going to learn, the more you're going to get used to your character. It's really just going to be that form of just building up and getting comfortable. Like even Ty in the beginning, it took her time to figure out her character sheet, what she's going to do, what the more advanced players are doing in their 5-minute turns is not expected of you in Mystic. There will be no timers on your turn. You will not be limited to a time frame for now. That is something we're going to work you up to get you used to your characters. And we will sit down with you guys and go over your character sheets if needed, so that maybe you could write things out so it's a little easier, so you're not flipping through so many pages. We'll help you figure out how to organize what you want to do. But if you like a certain spell, put a little asterisk to it so you know that, okay, I really like using this spell. So you can play knowing that these are the spells that I'm going to go to first.
Now, honestly, with that Moonbeam, I kind of want to use some form of like Dragon Ball aspect to it, because I don't know if now I'm coming out of like, you know, D&D thing real quick with this. There is a person in the anime that shoots a beam out of his mouth.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, with this Moonbeam, I'm like, you know, with its whole, I could, you know,
is that what you envision your bear doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're shooting that out of your mouth?
The bear is, not me.
Oh shit. Well,
So
I was going off what Dana said. Thank you guys for your patience and teaching us tonight as well. You guys are great teachers.
I do appreciate
we're
it
trying to get
too.
more practices in. This was just because I wanted you guys to get a feel of how we go live, what a board looks like, what a full board looks like with all your teammates on it and all their stuff. Because it can get very, very crowded. But we're going to set up and make sure that we do some more practices with you guys. We're not going to throw you right into the campaign. We will make sure that you guys are comfortable before we switch the campaign back on.
You know, and Dana, I also want to say thank you for letting me step away for a second. That was a lot of information to take in, and it caught me a little overwhelmed.
Absolutely. No problem. Hopefully you took a couple puffs. You breathed a little bit.
No, I was not. I didn't take a couple of puffs. I just stepped away and just, you know,
oh my God,
closed my eyes for a second.
I would have been hitting my fucking blunt like there was no tomorrow.
If I were to take a hit, I would have to step outside. I didn't want to fucking do that because I wanted to hear what was going on.
Well, thank you again, guys, for all the
awesome. Both of you guys did really awesome. This is not typically how an encounter goes. We are just letting you guys go over and over again so you guys get used to flipping through your sheet, getting used to your stats. So, you know, Saturday night, if you guys want to do another form like this, I will leave the other players off the board and let it just be you and Mystic just going to town.
Adam, thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it.
Smash, hit, just get used to the steps of what an attack is, what me attacking you is. This is how it's going to be. Because you have to remember, when we started this campaign, everybody got a lot of practice in beforehand. And you guys are coming in missing out on that opportunity. So we are also doing a reboot in the sense of ways that the main players are also going to do things. So it's okay if we have to do a couple of more sessions like these for you guys, just so you guys could come in and get used to what's going on. Nobody minds it. Nobody has a problem with it. It's perfectly okay. and it also shows people who are watching kind of what to do if they ever want to play or thinking about playing. That it does take a lot of time. It's not something a lot of people can just be thrown into at a level 10 character. Typically, campaigns start at a level 1 where it's much easier, much different, much less to have to absorb at once. But we are doing somewhat of an advanced campaign. So give yourselves credit because you guys are coming in at almost at an advanced level and you're not there yet. So you're very, it's a lot, and that's okay. It's very okay for you to get overwhelmed, not understand, do stuff. I don't expect you guys to be able to do your turns in 5 minutes like I do from the advanced players. They should be able to do their turns because they've been playing longer than you guys.
Understandable.
So ask questions. This is not a time where I'm cutting off crosstalk or talking in character. You guys are learning, so it's okay. And a lot of DMs sometimes won't give players that opportunity to do stuff like this. A lot of DMs don't let new players or unexperienced players sit at their table because they don't want to deal with having to teach somebody basics, rules, what to do. I'm okay. You will always be able to learn at my table if you so choose to continue playing.
Well, thank you for doing all the work and teaching us and being patient.
Absolutely. I have no problem. And you have to understand, it's not always going to be a battle. Sometimes you guys are going to be talking about what just happened at your last encounter, planning how you're going to journey to the next place you're going, doing something. It's not always going to be a battle type of scenario. And we will always be making plans and setting up meetings and doing stuff to where if you guys have any questions for Jim and your character build, you can ask him. If you have, like, especially you, Dwarfy, you are very much in the class like Kor-Goth with the raging, being a barbarian, doing that sort of stuff. So you can always reach out to him as well because he has a lot of knowledge of the class that you're playing.
Kiwi Skirt, thank you. Appreciate those kind words. Hope to see you again soon.
Yes, bye, my darling. And so and like I said, it looks like a lot, and we threw you kind of into a full battle scenario tonight with all your teammates on the board, and you're just getting to see what something might look like. Scattered monsters, going through a door, figuring out who's going left, who's going right, having those kind of things mapped out for you guys. And it's strictly how comfortable you guys get with your characters, because nobody could tell you how to organize what you want to organize. You just have to find what works for you and roll with it. If that's how you're comfortable and that's what makes life easier. For me personally, when I was a player, I liked index cards because I could separate my encounter spells, my daily spells, my at-will spells. I had them all separated. So when I
swear, people in chat are being too kind. I'm about to cry.
You guys, because you guys did really, really well. I would take, if I used an encounter power and I used it, I would take it out of my pile. So I knew I couldn't use it again. It was just easier for me to remove it. So I didn't have to flip through then a bunch of different things. And then I would add them back into my pile at the end of the encounter because I got them back. With my daily spells, I would take out my daily spells that I use and I would keep them aside until my DM told me we had a long rest and I could get those back. It was always easier for me myself to take them out of this scenario so that I knew I can't use those again. And I'm just telling you what worked for me. That doesn't work for everybody. It helped me. I would never be able to sit there and flip through books like Kor-Goth flips through books. Alderwrath does amazing making those breakdowns of his sheet. I would not be able to go through something like that. I would have to break that down to something smaller for myself to be able to absorb the information.
Right.
So it's finding what works for you and then incorporating it that way. So if breaking down every spell and having all your numbers in there, because you guys are not going to be leveling up for a while, so your numbers are going to be your numbers, just write them in there so you know when you look at that specific spell, I automatically add a plus 12 to my D20.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So your number is
Yeah,
always
that's-
there, and now one less page flip you're going to. So if one
Yeah,
night
that's
both of
understandable.
you want to sit down and go spell by spell, we can sit there and go over your numbers, and you could put it near that spell so you know that that's what you're adding no matter what.
Right. Okay.
Unless, like how Ty did tonight, and by casting her aura, you guys got a plus to something. So now you just know that while you're in this little bubble, just notate somewhere, maybe on an extra notebook or an extra sheet of paper, while in Ty's zone, I get a +5. And if you leave it, cross it off so you know you can't use it anymore. Like just little
Gotcha.
ways to get you guys to help what's going on. Like Bitey. Bitey typically comes in at the beginning of the games and he gives you guys some kind of bonus. Sometimes he gets a little out of hand, and I gotta reel him in a little bit.
I swear, Bitey with those numbers today. Jesus.
Yeah, he'll give like a +6 or something. When he's reasonable, I allow the players to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you guys are fighting the big bad.
I would
like
say like the bonus numbers, like anywhere between like, under 15, I would say that it would be acceptable.
Of course
But
you would. Now you're
there's-
getting greedy like all the other players.
Well, there's also other things too, Mystic, and I didn't really call these out from our animals tonight because I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. But for instance, where my owl is, Dwarfy, you technically, being adjacent, will have a +2 to your wisdom and intelligence, but it's only while you are adjacent to that animal.
And
So there's
adjacent
little
means
things.
right next to. So see how her owl's here? You're there.
Yeah.
This is considered adjacent.
Oh, so is that me or is that
That's Dwarfy. You're here.
Dwarfy? So I'm still adjacent to the owl as well, though. So that would also
No, because Dwarfy's in the way.
Okay.
You would have to be physically within one square. You'd have to be able to touch it in some sense.
Okay. Makes sense.
But there's little things like that we each have to help each other. And they're little things because I forget about them as well when we play Still Trying to Learn. I think Alderwrath brought it up earlier, talking about just where we are on the board. If we get combat advantage just from flanking and other things that we can do. So it is a technical game. So don't get discouraged by the numbers per se, like whether you're hitting or not. There's ways to get that without us even having to boost us. We just have to work within sort of the realm.
We have to work with each other and that's why I was at one point was also saying positioning with you, Mystic, about sliding a creature. Putting that, if Kor-Goth's going to hit next, and he typically does something that hits multiple enemies, and he's a melee type character. Okay, I want to put him as close as I can to him, so maybe he can position himself to hit, 5 guys instead of 3, or 4 guys, or to increase his hitting capabilities. Or Snitch, like I said, he likes to do fireball or something like that. So putting them, like how when we first came in, we said we're bunching too much. Even Dana pointed out we're bunching too much together. It's like, let's bunch the enemies together, because then we our ranged guys, they can do that area burst damage. It's fine tuning how to work as a team. And and that's some of the stuff is more, more advanced stuff and whatnot. But that's just, yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and again, you guys are not going to be scrutinized the way I scrutinize the main players because they should have enough experience at this point for a 5-minute timer to get their turns done. I don't expect that of you guys. I won't put that on you guys until I can tell that you're ready to do something like that. So when it comes to your turns, if we do get a few more practices in and you guys get into the main campaign, I will still take that into consideration.
Gotcha.
Right now, it's about learning what you guys have and getting used to it. That's the goal. And however, if both of you want to do that, all you have to do is let us know and we will help you.
Understood.
Sounds good.
But you guys did really, really, really good tonight. You guys should be very proud of yourselves. You guys should be very happy with how you guys played, the questions you asked, how your little bit of fuckery is always what I don't mind it in a sense, but just know that me as a DM, if my signal to you guys that I'm getting mad and I'm wanting the bullshit to end in a sense is when I put a timer on the field. If I put a timer on the field, that basically indicates to you guys I'm not playing around anymore.
Gotcha. Understood.
Like that's literally what it means. Like if we are getting too long into something and banter and crosstalk and something like that, when it gets into real campaigning is a problem, I put a timer on the board. That means that you guys gotta fucking go.
Understood.
But for now, it's not about that. We're not in the real campaign. We're just playing around. You guys are getting used to how things work and the mechanics. So ask your questions, take your time, do what you need to do to figure out what's going to work best for you guys.
Sounds
Dana,
good.
I will say you as a DM are fucking amazing. All right. And now I'm gonna talk to the chat right now. If you guys are not subscribed to Dana, please. She does an amazing fucking job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, sometimes I do get a lot of flack because I am a nicer DM. I do get a lot of flack in the DM world for being too nice to my players, but I'm not looking to just break my players down. That's not fun for me. I don't like doing that. I've never been that kind of DM to do stuff like that. I will help before I destroy, because that's just who I am as a DM, and that's not going to change no matter how many DMs tell me I'm doing it wrong. You're not at my table, so you don't like the way I'm doing anything, then you don't have to be at my table.
I like it.
I agree.
Because no two DMs are the same, and we are playing a more complicated edition than I'm sorry, even first, second, fifth. This edition has a lot more mechanics to it and a lot more things that you can do and character building and everything else that comes into the world of D&D. And that's why a lot of people don't like it, because it is very in depth to what you can do. But once you get used to it, it's a very enjoyable edition.
If anybody's telling you that you're not doing it right by being too kind, you could tell them that Dwarfy Mcdwarforson said to suck a big fat dick. And I'll leave it at that. I got to go to bed now.
Yes, we are going to wrap it up and we are going to shut it down for tonight. But if you guys want to join us on Saturday for another practice session, you certainly can do so. If not, we will figure out a schedule to do something during the week with you guys until the next Thursday session.
Depending on what I'm doing, I will let you know.
We can certainly figure that out. But for now, let's say goodnight to everybody. If you want to stay in the back room with us before you go and just let us know if you guys need anything else, feel free to do so. If not,
like I said before, everybody in chat was amazing. Thank you all for the kind words. Make sure you subscribe to Dana. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe. Comment down below tell us what you thought of this.
Is he on fucking payroll, Dana? What the fuck is this? Is he reading off a script right now?
Hey, you got to remember, Dwarfy, I'm a streamer as well. I know how this goes.
Take that shit to your own stream.
I'm trying to help, okay?
Well, just because he's showing me love, Dwarfy,
you got to be an ass about it.
That's what Dwarfy does. That ain't me. That's Dwarfy. That's fucking Dwarfy speaking right now.
But have a good night, everybody. We will see you the next time, and feel free to put all your questions, your thoughts, anything in the Discord. We will see it and get back to you guys. And I hope everybody has a great Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow night for Severance on Scarlet's channel, where we're going to break down Severance, and then we will be back Saturday night for our next D&D session.
See you, friends.
See you, friends. Good night, everybody.
Much love.
Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Breaks on the battlefield, armor shines, blades are wielded, dragons roar, shadows yield, heroes stand bold and shielded. In the night, monsters creep, torches light, stakes are steep, magic flows, secrets keep, adventurers' promises deep. Roll the dice, we take flight, blazing trails in dark of night. Roll the dice, hearts unite, in the quest we find our light. Dungeons hold ancient lore, whispers cold from days of yore, riddles old, treasures stored, champions chase, legends war. Through the storm we fight on, wizards cast, we're never gone. Epic tales till the dawn, our spirits bright lead us on. In the light of the moon's glow, in our hearts we know, every path that we sow, tales of valor grow. Ancient war, whispers cold from days of yore, riddles old, treasure store, champions chase, legends war.